Good afternoon. I will be right with you. Just doing some final checking here of something. How is it with you guys today? Don't be afraid to pop into the chat, say hello, and we shall begin very shortly. Okay, so Forest Blade is running again. So let me see where we are, and let's have a stream and a webcam. Good afternoon. Welcome back to the channel. Total Battle Complete Guide. And we will have a little play around today. 3:15. I will probably run this for about 3 hours or thereabouts. If I can go a little bit longer, I will do so, just to take into account the start of the... actually, I should switch back to my main. Let me do that in 1 second. Again, I am only just swapping the Be Right Back screen on here so I can protect my progress ID and nothing more, because you just wouldn't know what nefarious activities some people might like to get into in this day and age. The world is not a safe place anymore. Was it ever a safe place? Discussion for today. Was the world ever a safe place? Okay, back to the game. So, as I was just saying, we just had the Trial of the Basilisk in Trials of Olympus. This, of course, is on my main account and your main account. And I might try and run into the next event that runs, which is the Lava Fountain Trial. That basically is where you build lava fountains and you need to mine it. A little bit similar to the blue goo in Seasonal Kingdom. Yeah, it's basically a bit mad. We're doing okay. The clan I'm with here at the minute that I'm helping out, SWA, they're only a small clan. They're in K198, and I've been helping them out here for the last week, having a blast, having a bit of fun. And they're all mightily impressed with the kills I've had. So killed a couple of basilisks, I think 3 in total, and I took down a Hellforge epic squad as well. So they're real happy with the chests. But today I'm going to try, or this evening, I'm going to try and help them out to secure and procure some lava mines. So yes, that is the plan for today. Nobody here yet, so I will just prattle on myself here and do a few tasks while I can. And then for anybody who watches this stream afterwards, yeah, you can obviously still leave a chat or a message on the channel, and I will do my best to endeavor to get back to you. But what is it like in your part of the world today? Stream is healthy. Had 2 likes and we are quiet at the minute. Okay, that's good. It's nice to be relaxed and talk to myself for a while. In fact, I'll take a drink while I have the time. We are expecting some unseasonably warm weather to Ireland this weekend. Rumour has it the temperatures are going to get up to 27 degrees on Saturday. Yeah, us Irish people are not built for hot weather, as I'm sure some of the Irish contenders on my channel would agree. Where's my chat gone? Oh, these things are sent to try us. Chat, there you go. Okay, now I can see my chat again. It's important. I need to be able to see what you're saying. In fact, I don't like where this is. I just had a little play around my windows today, trying to get it into a space that works, and it's kind of annoying. I could put it actually on the main screen, but that will squeeze all of what you can view. What if I put this over the top? Don't mind me while I just talk to myself here. I can see that being in the way. You can't see it, which is all good. And I don't know if that's going to work. I'll be able to see enough. Yeah. That'll do. That'll do, pig. No. There. Just like that. Okay. And yes, of course. I press that and the chat disappears. No, that's not going to work. Okay. Let me just pull that back out again and let me minimize it and move it into a position that works for me. And then how about up there? Actually, don't do that. Okay. That might work. So. Okay. As I have said on previous video, I am currently in Kingdom 198. I am helping a small clan out. SWA, they are only a 2 billion might clan and 32 million wealth, but obviously the 2 billion might comes from the fact that I am here too, and we've been having a bit of fun killing a few epic squads, and this afternoon we're going to try and do our best in the lava fountain trial. But at the minute we're doing okay. We are leading our group on nearly double the points that the nearest clan has, so they should be good for a win in this, unless for some reason LKU are holding points back. That I don't know, but sure, we will find out. What else? What else? Maybe I'll do a little bit of crypting. If I get anybody on that has any questions, please drop them in the chat channel. Don't be afraid to say hello. We don't bite in here. If you're new to this stream, please let us know where you are, what kingdom you're in, how you like the game of Total Battle, if you have any questions, and yeah, just general. Say hello. Say hi. You saying hi means I'm not doing this for the good of my health. Yeah. So what will we do today? How's the music? Hopefully it's not too loud. I think I have the volumes the same as last time, so it should be okay. I have no chats through yet, but I don't know if that's just because nobody's saying anything. But yeah, I'll keep going until somebody says something, and then I'll know if everything is working. I had a couple of questions just to go over. As you're probably aware, my Discord channel, I will put that into the YouTube chat now, and you'll be able to join it if you wish. And I will make the link no limit, so it will never expire, just in case somebody comes to this on a later date. Copy and close that and go back to the chat box and pop it in there and then pin it. So that's pinned. That is the Discord server if you would like to come along and join it. Anu, welcome. Good afternoon. Good afternoon from Ireland anyway. Don't know what time of the day it is in your country. Good to see you again, and thanks for joining the stream. India, very good. What time of the day is it in India? Must be, let me guess. Is it about 9:30 in the evening or later? No, maybe it's later actually. Maybe it's 10:30 or 11. Actually, no idea India's time zone. What else to do? Same here. 8 p.m. Very good. Very good. That's a nice time. Yeah, so just going to go on to something that was mentioned in the Discord server earlier on. Just every time whenever somebody puts up a question, it's no harm to just pop it in, and anybody would like to have a few comments on it or make a suggestion or ask any questions. So one of the new members, I have Arno B. He is at G3M3, so Guardsmen 3 and Monsters 3. And he says, it seems like it would take me 1 year to reach G4 without spending anything. I cannot do crypts due to lack of tar. Currently, there is Hellforge, where it needs around 850 points to get the first reward, and it requires so much silver / speed-ups to build that it feels not worth it. Same goes for other tournaments as well. My kingdom will open up, but I don't think I can gather any mercs. Could I with my troops? You could. And my clan is around 30 million. Might I think, could you guys suggest how to grow to next level, which seems kind of impossible? I am afraid I would lose interest if I cannot do any tournaments on a regular basis. Arno, you are not alone, believe you me. When people start the game, obviously you have all the fast speed ups. Your hero can do everything very fast. Your captains march fast. And unless you take the extension to that speed ups, which I think runs for 2 days. I think it's 3 days in total. I think it's an extra 2 days or 1 day. That basically means that everything then just slows and grinds to a halt after that. So it is kind of important to try and get your first G1, G2, if you can, even G3 in the first couple of days, or at the very least do a lot of your building so you have buildings ready for each guardsman level as you level up. But as I say, you're not alone in saying it is very hard and should you continue. For somebody who isn't spending any money, I would advise doing at least one thing, and that is taking the premium status. The premium status will help you as regards a boost to your army strength and health, a boost to your silver production and your food production, a boost to your archaeology. So basically, if you have and when you have tar, you can do better in crypts basically. And then obviously Great Ruler, which will give you a chance to improve construction in the city. It's 75% speed to construction speed, 75 to technology research, which research probably isn't too important to you now, but also 200% to building resources production. So the premium is definitely worth it, and you will march a little bit faster and be able to do things a little bit easier when you have the premium status on. So ultimately that would be what I suggest. After that, really it's a case, if you can't go to the mercenary exchange, but then the mercenary exchange you're going to have to use silver for. So if you don't have silver, silver obviously is a big issue when you are a smaller account. As one of the other members suggested to you, would be to switch to Gara suggested switching to a 300 million my clan, either in your kingdom or in another one. Also look for academy clans of mega clans. So what he means by that is, if you move to a larger clan, if obviously they will give you a space, then you will get more gifts by way of the crypting that they're doing, okay? And you will get silver, and you will get speed ups, and you will get building resources, etc., etc. However, when you're in a larger clan, there will be more expectations on what you do and how you help your clanmates. So it's not a one-way street. You do have to obviously do your share as well to try and improve. So as I mentioned to him, I said silver is your current route to growth, Arno. Not spending in the game for sure will put many players in your situation in that stick or bust frame of mind. As Gara says, you really need a bigger clan if you want to try and push on. Tar will always be a sticking point. To have any chance would be to have Carter, Captain Carter, and to now push him as high a level as possible so he uses less and less tar. Obviously that's in a perfect world, but Carter is very important. He's very important at the start of the game. The sooner you can get Captain Carter and start working on your archaeology research in your academy, this too will help you to crypt. If you can even get to the first crypt exploration efficiency 1, that obviously will make you use less tar as you crypt. You will only be able to crypt level 5 crypts, and eventually then level 10s, and you will improve as you grow, but as your Captain Carter grows as well. So he really is important. I know it's probably something that you can't do again because it is kind of cash driven, and it's going to be hard for you to progress without spending some money in the game. But he is important. Obviously, next to that, your Captain A-Day is important. If you don't, again, spend in the game, you will only be working on your normal captains, i.e. your captains like A-Day, Carter, Brunhild, Ingrid, Doria, Proscope, any of the legendary captains, not the epic captains. They are legendary, aren't they? Where is it that says they're legendary or not? Epic captain is Stror. What is A-Day? Epic captain, sorry, epic captains. The legendary captains obviously are the yellow ones, and then you have the likes of Hercules and Beowulf and Skadi, and they're the mythic ones. So yeah, that's all I can suggest to you, Arno. If you watch this stream, good luck with it. Try and stick at it. It is a fun game as it goes on, but as I say, it is definitely something that many other players are going to run into the same situation. You just get to a sticking point and you can't seem to get any further. And yeah, look, that's just the way this game works, unfortunately. While I'm here, I think I'll do a little bit of crypting again to help the guys here in the clan. Let me just put Helen back in, and let's put Carter in, and we shall go. So yeah, if you've just joined the stream, don't be afraid to say hello. Anu, how are you getting on anyway? How did you do with your questions the other day? How did you find things? Did you improve anything or change anything in the game? Let me turn on my watchtower for 6 hours. In fact, I will switch back to my Seasonal Kingdom now in a second, because I want to do a little bit of epic attacking. And let's go on to Great Archaeology, and let's make sure all our buffs are on. So for Archaeology, you want obviously your March speed, which I have that bonus on. Clan is running 2 at the moment, and I have Great Archaeologist on, and that is good to go. Yes, I try and remember everybody, Anu. It's not easy. It'll get even harder when there's more members on the channel. Which I'm sure there will be more members on as we progress through Seasonal Kingdom. I know a lot of players, I've seen a few of the members here off their main accounts, and they are rarely in their main accounts now because they are pushing on Seasonal Kingdom. I know one of our Platinum members, I don't know if they both are, one of our Platinum members, Red Sun C. Shout out to you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. He seems to be doing extremely good on his seasonal account, and he has well surpassed his main account. So I'm sure he'll be using his main account now as a silver alt or something similar, and then using his Seasonal Kingdom as his main account now going forward. I'm going by your recommendations. That's good. On the seasonal account being my main from now on. Yeah, perfect. And I just touched on that. Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good idea. And as you've realized, Seasonal Kingdom is basically main account on acid. Everything is happening all the time, and the game does force you obviously to spend some money, but the progress that you can make on your Seasonal Kingdom account for sure is worth it if you have the funds. And then obviously you can do as you're going to do and use your seasonal account as your main. It's a wise choice, definitely. And obviously you can keep then all of the artifacts and or captains in that account instead of switching them back to your main account. And obviously you have them there now, so you will benefit from leveling up either Beowulf or Skadi or indeed leveling up your Forest Crown or your Heart of the Forest, which both will serve you well as you progress in the game and you leave Seasonal Kingdom. So yeah, that's good to hear. I'm glad you made that decision, my friend. Anybody else who pops onto the channel, please don't be afraid to say hello. Thank you, Anu. Thank you very much. Nice of you to say so. Yes, it is growing. It is growing. Slowly but steadily. A little bit like the game of Total Battle. It's not a marathon, right? In fact, it's not a sprint. It is a marathon. Yes, thank you for your kind words. Much appreciated. I do my best. And what else? Let's just keep running a few crypts here and keeping these guys happy in the clan I am in. And in fact, I will drop back to my Seasonal Kingdom account now. And I will do a little bit of epic killing. So bear with me for one moment, please. And I'll just switch back to my main. 2 seconds. I'm still here. Just so as you know, I'm not gone away. And then I can do what I need to do to change back to my Seasonal Kingdom account. And then we can go back to the live stream. Okay. I don't know if I need to train any troops, actually. What am I like? I might be okay for 1 or 2 hits. Forest Hermit. Okay. I probably will need a few troops. So let me just quickly make a few. As you can see, I have Helen here. In fact, I don't think anybody in Seasonal Kingdom doesn't have Helen at this stage. It's very important to have her. And let's have a look, see if I have that on. Okay, let's train a few. I'm just going to randomly train here. I normally would do enough. I would normally do enough to. I'd normally do enough for 6 or 7 runs, and I would calculate it out. But in this case, I am going to just randomly train a few troops. And yeah, it's the easiest way to do it if you want to get a couple of quick hits in. As I say, normally what I would do is I would always work out 6 times or 7 times my capacity of troops, and I will multiply that by, as I say, 6 or 7. So once I know how many troops I can take on an attack, I will multiply that by 6 or 7. In this case, in my main account, I probably multiply it by 12 to 15, because I can train obviously a lot more troops against the amount of food that I have. But obviously in Seasonal Kingdom, my food is a little bit less, so I can only train a certain amount. So I'm basically just going to train a few to be able to give me a couple of hits against the epic squads. And at the minute it's Forest Blade. As I said already, I am struggling on Seasonal Kingdom. I don't know if I'm going to make it to G8. It will be tough. The plan for the clan here is that everybody is supposed to have G8 by the end of the coming Ragnarok. I think it's 2 days or something like that, 2 or 3 days away. And yeah, I'm hoping to get there. But if I don't, I'm not going to sit here and expect to be carried by the clan. I will move out and move to a smaller clan, just to be able to continue my time here and compete and complete my my G8s. Yeah, there's not too many on currently. I'm showing 4 concurrent viewers, Anu, so you're not talking to yourself or people aren't ignoring you. There just isn't really anybody on here at the moment. They may be busy in the background doing something else, but it doesn't put me at a loss. I'm quite happy to speak to you, my friend. Once there's anybody here, it's better than speaking to yourself. 26 hours from now. Perfect. That's good to know. Well, it's not good to know, actually. That's too soon. I am going to struggle. What am I at now? 6 trillion? Yeah, 6.2 trillion. So, yeah, it's going to be a big problem for me to do it. And 369 and that. Rodrigo, welcome. Thank you for joining the chat and thank you for tuning into the stream. You are G6, almost G7. Your objective on SK is G8, the same as myself. Yep. Is this your first one, Rodrigo, or have you played Seasonal Kingdom before? And what did you come here for this time? If you did play it before, I'd be interested to know. I'll just continue to train a few troops here. And what is everybody's thoughts on that debacle the other day of Total Battle making an absolute mess of the game yet again, but nobody getting any compensation this time? You'd think they were having to take it out of their own pockets. I have to say, they are the tightest shower of shits. Excuse my French. They are the tightest shower of gamers, game developers I've ever come across in my life. Like, this is digital. Everything is digital prizes for us here. It costs them nothing to give a gift in return for the expense and the messing that they've forced and caused upon us gamers. It's very annoying. Okay, there's a few troops made. How are we going? My first, but I play for almost 8 months. Okay, very good. And a question to you, Rodrigo, as well. Will you be using your seasonal account as your main now after this, or is your main account stronger or bigger than your Seasonal Kingdom account? Okay, where are we going here? Oh, it's gone already. Forest Blade. Okay. Now I need to set my troops. Oh no, it's Hero. Yeah, okay. Duh. And switch to Hero. I hope I have enough troops made now because he always uses more. First Seasonal Kingdom. Army strength for clan is going to go off now any second. Okay, let's find a Forest Blade. The other annoying thing about Total Battle, if you're tuning in, Total Battle, I'm going to bash you a few times today because you're really annoying some of us. When you find the Forest Blade and you click go, it should go to the weakest Forest Blade on the map. Being as you specifically take the decision to make it such that we have to go searching and in fact, Forest Blade is not too bad, but some of the other ones you can't even find because you don't put them in the chat. There we go. What's this? 1.78. They're all small. We need compensation for sure. Yep, they are not doing anything major. I guess they were paid more than they thought and think it's going to be that way. No way. You all have made a lot of us unhappy. Yep, 100% agree. 100% agree with you. The only thing that will really work to get their attention is basically for every player in the game to take a decision to not buy a pack for a week. If the game goes bust, so be it. But they need to treat the customers with some respect, and they're not treating us with respect at all, in my opinion. There must be a smaller Forest Hermit than this, surely. 168. There must be another one. Epic Inferno, Forest Hermit. I'll just have to go scrolling. 1.78. What was that actually? I have to remember the number. 439. 439. 540 is dead. Oh, and found you. Okay, I think my troops are okay. Well, they're not actually. 250. Oh, they're close enough, and they'll have to do because he will be dead by the time I get to him. Missed that one. Yep. Yes, it is getting harder and harder to hit epics on 3 stacks in Seasonal Kingdom, as many of you will know. It will not be my main account. I have Hercules and the Crypt artifacts on that. So I'm transferring the rewards. Okay, good idea. You're G8 at main 2. Okay, very good. So tell me this. If you're G8 at main 2, what is your plan to do with your Seasonal Kingdom account once you complete? Are you going to make one of them into a silver alt? Or are you going to use it for, as many people do, are you going to use it for, actually, oh yeah, that was my main, sorry. Are you going to use it for as a CP city, or are you going to use it to help give yourself CP from both accounts? That's probably a handy way to do it. And that would be a case of putting your Seasonal Kingdom account into another clan in the kingdom. And I don't think that's right. But anyway, yeah, putting your seasonal account into another clan in the kingdom that has a CP city. And then you can use that CP city to attack your main account and vice versa. It's a good way to do it, and it's a good way to get your conquest points up extremely fast. CP City, yep, good idea, my friend. Very good. Definitely the way to go, and it will help both accounts greatly. Now let's try and get this timing right. Oh, probably missed this again now. They all go so fast, as I say. It's very hard to hit 3 stacks in Epic now in 14 seconds March. Ay, ay, ay. This is why you try to hit 3 stacks. You know why I'm trying to hit 3 stacks, because I want to try and get my points in this fast. Anyway, we do have a few more people watching the stream. Guys, don't be afraid to say hello, whether you're a large player, a small player, or a behemoth. Please, actually, there used to be an event called that, wasn't there? Years ago, the Behemoth. Maybe I'm thinking of another game. Probably am. Yeah, okay, let's find the next hermit. 175. Where are UFC? Nobody seems interested in this. The handy thing about being beside. There we go. Yeah, the handy thing about being beside UFC, which are probably the #1 clan in the kingdom at the minute. I think so. I think we're 4th currently. But yeah, it's handy being beside them because you just have to follow their red lines and we'll find the lowest Forest Hermit. In fact, that ends today as well, doesn't it? Yeah, 2 hours and 11 minutes. Gifts of the Forest will refresh. 3 minutes. Okay, that's good. I'll be able to get a fast march into that one this time. So, yes. Okay. Time to go. And it ends up under 3 minutes. Oh, that's so annoying. And I'm going to miss another one. Just not my day today. Yep, there it goes. In fact, who's that? GOB. GOB stole that one. Oh, well, 4th attempt it will be next. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I see there are a few of you here. Please don't be afraid to say hello. Please hit that like button if you can, if you're enjoying the channel. As you can see, I've got a pinned post there. That's to the Discord server. Anybody who would like to get upcoming details about what's new and happening on the channel, it will be on there. As I had said already as well, I am in the plan to do a couple of new videos. I am working on them to try and get as many of them in at the same time as possible. And I am looking at the possibility of having a constant stream. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I had a look at a piece of software yesterday on a YouTube video by another streamer not streaming Total Battle, and he's using this particular piece of software. It's not free, obviously, but it works out to an extent that you can constantly stream live, and you can jump in on the stream. Okay, let's try and get this one. You can jump in on the stream and say hello, and it will play videos from old streams. So I'm hoping to do that, and hopefully there'll be some benefit. Garrett, good afternoon. Thanks for joining the stream. How are you, my friend? Okay, let's try hit this time. This is my 4th attempt to try and hit one of these 3 stackers, and a funny feeling I'm gonna, no, I'll get it this time. Will I? Won't I? Will I? Won't I? No. No. Yes. No. No. Missed it. That was closer. Like I just said, it's getting harder to hit these goddamn epics. Okay. I'm just going to have to go and hit a 4 stack. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'm going to try that out. I'll give it a go. I think there is a free trial with it, but you do have to sign up anyway for a year, and then they give you an extra month or something like that. So yeah, I might give that a try, and it just means there'll be a constant live stream. When there's not a stream with me on it, it will be showing videos that I will upload from the channel, and probably snippets of videos. I don't think I'm going to be able to put the whole lot up, because you do only get, I think it's 100 gigabytes in total on this particular one for the base price. Obviously there is a pro version, and you get I think it's 500 or 600 gigs, but it is quite expensive. I have a couple of more things ordered. I have a Stream Deck ordered, and the plan with that is it will give me an opportunity to just press a button instead of going and looking at my other screens and trying to work out where my pause button is, where my starting soon, be right back button is, etc., etc. The Stream Decks, I believe, are very handy. It's about $150. Look at me speaking like an American. 150 euros, and basically it's just a little box that sits at my desk, and I can pre-program the buttons to be able to just press them and jump screens and move to screens and do certain things during my streams, and possibly videos as well. So yeah, let's see, 50 and 47. This one is alive still. 172. No, that's not the one to be going for. Somebody's going to the wrong epic, and this is the one I'm going to go for. Actually, have I lost my... No, March speed is still there. Oh, hold on a minute. Clan strength is off. Let me fix that at the loss of another epic, no doubt. Bonuses and army strength activate. That's the important one. And now let us go back. This is not the right one. This is the right one. Okay. Let's try again. They have too much strength. A mortal like me will never hit it on 3 stacks. Yeah, I know. I did. I got lucky twice yesterday. I managed to hit 2 stackers. I got 168 billion on one of them and 192 on the other one. But yeah, it was very hard to time it just right. For epics, I usually pin the 3 available epics. Then when one dies, I unpin and unpin the new one. Yeah, that's a good point. Normally the guys here in the clan would put them up, or they'd be running to the correct one. In this case, they clearly aren't, because they're hitting one that's 1.7 billion and this one is down to 1.2 already. There are a few of us going for it, and normally somebody would point that out But for some reason today, people are asleep. Okay, I have to get this timing right, because I've missed it too many times. Usually when it gets to a bill, that's when you have to go running fast. 1.11 or trillion, more to the point. Let's take a chance on it now. 20 seconds. Mayhaps I will get it this time. 12 seconds. 986, 948, 895. It's not going to be a 3 stack, but at least I'm going to hit it. And we're there. And I'm dead. And how did we do? Did I even get a 3? No, it's a 4 stack. 81 billion. Oh well. Better than nothing. Let's bring back a few of these mercenaries. So, yep. What was I saying? Oh yeah, good. Merc, what's it called? Authority Rush is still on. So at least I'll get something here for my burnt mercenaries. Okay, monsters brought back. And let me just repair my epic armor. In fact, I will put something on them. I did have a debate actually with myself as to whether to use the epic armor or not. But ultimately I decided I would. Why can I not switch back? This game is broken. Look. I can click that, but I can't go back to my hero. Oh, this thing is a real piece of SH1T. Okay, now we go back to the other one. That one's gone. Okay, that's great. Let's try again. Let's do that. Switch to Cleopatra. Now back to hero. So many glitches in this thing. It's worse than a pair of my old socks. So many holes in it. Haha. What else? What did I get there? 11. Okay, that's probably not going to get me anywhere near to completion. So if I go again, I'm trying to conserve points, and I don't know if it is worthwhile doing 3 hits on this now, because I'm going to have to save some mercenaries for Ragnarok. I know there will be some mercs available. I'll probably have to buy a pack. Will I bother? I don't think I'm going to bother hitting that again, to be quite honest with you. It just doesn't stack up for me. Okay, let's do a bit of building upgrades. Obviously I have my buildings all upgraded, so I did the hard part of getting blueprints with gold. So my buildings are ready for G8. But I am loath to level up any more buildings, given the fact that when I leave here, I'm going to demolish all of the farmers' houses, most likely, and make this into another silver alt. And when I say another one, that's to the other 2 I have at the moment. One which makes silver, and the other one which kind of acts as a small bank. Apart from obviously the bank that I have and most big players have in the game. Now I need to go back in there again because I want to upgrade my dragon. Sure, he has a little bit to upgrade. Yeah, but he won't get another level up. I remember asking about the seasonal gear a while back. Now that you have both, which is better, Ragnarok or seasonal gear? No idea. The jury is still out on that. I actually haven't gone into any detail to see which is better and which is not, and that's being perfectly honest. Yeah, I don't know. The thing is, on the Ragnar gear, I've only got the purple, and I've just used that. I made it so that I had the 3 panels to the right of the hero, which obviously are the weapon and the two what you call them, accessory slots. So yeah, I don't know. That's being quite honest, because on Cleopatra I'm not going to swap down. The army strength and health boost to 60% is, I think, more than outweighs the purple gear that is specific to epics, even though it's 60% as well. And there's the chance of the double damage and the chance of striking 2 squads. But I just think that also I don't actually have any good gems on these, and I didn't put any enchantments on either. So he could probably hit a bit better if I put a gem in there. In fact, while I'm there, let's do a little bit of gem combining, and I might be able to. Yeah, I will. Well, that's good anyway. At least I've got 6%. In fact, I shouldn't have done that, but it's done now. So be it. What else have I got here? I don't have too many of these. One. I assume you all do similar when it comes to gems, and delete ones that you are not going to use in the game and then build new ones. I did do a video on that. If you want to check out my gem video, I touch on that in there and what I do as I progress through the game. Now, what will I do with this? Academy research. I'm not really going to need any more academy research. Not once I hit G8. So this probably is something I don't have to do now, and I could do later in the game, but I'm doing it now because I'm sitting here doing nothing. Okay, so great. We've got an orange, and let me just put that on Farhad. We can take his purple off, purple. Okay, so he's 3 purples. Let us take that out, remove, and stick that in. And did I get any enchantments for Academy Research? No. Okay, and back to the hero, and let us put in a increased strength of army, and I think I'll put into the last one the health. I want a strength one, a strength of your mounted units. 15%. Strength of your melee. Melee I probably would have more. So let's go with the melee. And let's go back. So I don't know. I don't know, to be quite honest. I may try that. I may try that actually when I go back to main. It'll be an interesting one to see and compare the gear. And I'll do a video actually on that. I have like a gazillion requests for videos to do. And probably, as I said, I will try and run a few of them in that are pertaining to or are similar to other ones. But what did I say? Ragnarok gear. So Ragna versus, well, Ragna Epic versus similar fighting gear. Certainly would be a useful one to give an idea when it comes to the next Seasonal Kingdom for anybody else who might want to do it, because I am not going near it. I am done with Seasonal Kingdom. It just takes up so much time. So you have Seasonal Kingdom, and then if you have your main in a clan that is pushing its wealth up and there's a lot of expectations on it, it's very, very hard to jump between the two, take the time. The clan, your main clan account will normally always fall a little bit back because Seasonal Kingdom is such that you need to be here 24/7 where possible. As I said on a previous video, if we could clone ourselves, it'd be kind of handy. Anybody else who's on the stream now, don't be afraid to say hello. We don't bite in here. Any questions you may have, please ask in the chat. Say hi to the other guys here. They're all friendly. And we all help each other out. So, what else? Let's have a look at the authority rush. Okay, so I'm nearly at the stage for another one, so I will do one more hit. You say, but you're wasting mercs to get mercs. I know. That's the way the game works, right? I probably won't make this one because it's too far out. Every march speed for me just doesn't seem to be the right amount. That was a waste of time. Okay. I'm doing a lot of running, a lot of wasting speed ups today, and I'm not hitting anything. Everything I've gone to so far has been just outside the sweet spot. Just outside 3 minutes. Just outside 9 minutes. Just outside 12 minutes. Whereas if it was close to all of those, you would be able to get a fast speed up. There are people still walking to that one. Oi, oi, oi. Personally, I like the durability of seasonal gear. Yes, I 100% like the durability of it. Knowing that I have, I mean, it's never ending, right? Durability 1003, and I'm at 673 of the first 1003, and then I'll go to 1002, and I'll have So it's brilliant, and I will look forward to using it on my armies in my main. Well, obviously I won't in this, but the final one that I get for G8, I will be using obviously in my main account. Okay, let's find another forest hermit, and let's go and do some killing. Do I need to bring these back? No, I'm okay for one more hit. Okay, gonna take a chance on this again and try and hit a low one. Okay, now I need to go. 20 seconds. No, this is gonna be gone again. No, maybe not actually. 678. Yep, it's gone. Yep. Okay, I'm going to have to give up waiting, and I'm just going to have to go. Yes, durability is excellent on the Seasonal Kingdom gear. I think everybody would agree with that. 1.59. Okay, this is probably going to be the next one to go, so let's get ready now. Wait for my hero to return to the city, and then I can go for it. What else? Anybody else got any questions to ask? I know we've a few people watching the video now at the minute. Maybe they're not even Total Battle admirers. Maybe they just play other games and they're here to see what is this strange game these people are speaking about here and playing. But if you're here, don't be afraid to ask any questions, because I may not touch on something that you might be interested in knowing. So by all means, say hello, let me know what kingdom you're from, and ask me any questions you may wish to ask. I hope you're all saving your XP, experience points, for Seasonal Legacy, which obviously will be coming up in 30 odd days. And you will be needing them wherever you're sending your new gear or new captains to. Okay, let's make a run on this guy now. Do I want to? No, I don't. Yeah, they just go so fast, especially this time of the day, because a lot of people are online. As I said earlier on the video, it's going to be a warm one here this weekend. Supposed to hit 27. Okay, well, thank you for coming into the chat, and thank you for watching the stream. Hopefully you will learn how absolutely mental it is here in Seasonal Kingdom. It is for sure a free-for-all, and I think I will actually get to hit this one. Yeah, this could be close. Oh no, it's gone already. Wow, somebody just took out 900 million. Who the hell was that? It's LOL. Who's the big player in LOL? Well, actually, they didn't take out 900 probably. It was just that they hit at the same time. So yeah, they're doing it right now. LOL have it all down to a fine art, and they are hitting using the train effect, as most clans should do and should learn to do on their main accounts, instead of what a lot of people do, and they just sit back and wait for 3 stacks, which is frowned upon for sure. Okay. Show me the money. Where are we going? Somebody is going to attack an Arachne squad. Oh, 83.6. He might be worth hitting. In fact, probably too late. Yeah, he'll probably be gone after this. 83. Let's have a look. Yep, he's gone. Who got him? One of GOB members. Yes, it is interesting. It is not for the faint-hearted, as I have many times alluded to. It is an absolute kill fest. It's hard to keep up, and it is extremely hard to get to the higher level troops. Okay, let's give this one a go. And we're still in between times again. I just cannot buy a bit of luck today as regards that. You may say, what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the fact that the forest hermits just seem to be outside of my march range to get a fast march to. Being 3 minutes, 6 minutes, or 9 minutes. Okay, this one's going to go fast as well. We'll just keep trying. Do you neglect your main account? Yeah, I won't say, well, I can to a certain extent, because I'm not in the main clan that I used to be in. I've taken a break from that because I have so much on my plate in both real life and gaming life. So yes, most people do neglect their main. If you can, and you're not in a clan that has a lot of requirements or expectations of you, then you can take a back seat, then yes, okay, we're going to have to go fast at this now because this is going to go quick. Yeah, basically people do neglect and are neglecting. I'm not going to hit a 3 stack here. I went a little bit too soon, but I couldn't take a chance with that portal open. Okay, 91, that's okay. So yeah, do you neglect? Do I personally? I kind of have had no choice, yeah, and a lot of people do have no choice. But if you're in a clan and you have been an extremely good clan member, there is a little bit of give and take, and clans are aware, and the majority of big clans have people, and a lot of people running in Seasonal Kingdom. So yeah, they're giving them the time to do it. It is important, and obviously it will benefit the clan when they come back if they've got obviously one of the Seasonal Kingdom captains, Beowulf or Skadi, or if they've got the Forest Heart or the Crown, because it will benefit them in their striking of epics when they come back to the main clan. So yeah, it is beneficial, and as I say, clans are aware, and the majority of people in the clans, any of the big players anyway, will always try and do Seasonal Kingdom. Some of them do more than they should. I know players, well, look, that's up to them. I'm not telling somebody how to play the game or what to do, but yeah, if you have the opportunity and you have the time and the money to be able to put into it, Seasonal Kingdom is definitely worthwhile, and it's definitely worthwhile for the 2 artifacts, in my opinion. Whatever about the 2 captains, if you've been working on Hercules and you already have Cleopatra in your main, I don't really see any benefit to taking Skadi or Beowulf, but each to their own. If you can afford it, sure, hey, why not? Oh yeah, I didn't do that. So let me just revive my mercenaries here and just take one of the mercs in the authority rush. Rodrigo I have enough to take G7 today. What do you think I should do? Take G7 now or take G7 on Ragnarok? Wait for Ragnarok, definitely. I know that the little trick is gone that you used to be able to do before, but if you open G7 now, it means that your event points will be higher before you start the event, and you won't benefit from it. So if you stay as a G6 player and you let Ragnarok start, then open your G7, that means that it won't then jump up your event points, your requirement, not your requirements, you know what I mean. Basically the points that you get for attacking with G6 are lower than they are for G7. So yes, I would definitely wait, let Ragnarok start, and the second it starts, then open your G7s, and you'll find it easier. You'll get more points obviously as you're hitting with G7 stacks versus G6 stacks. Yes, objectives. So yeah, 100%, that's what I would suggest you do. I think that's what most people will do anyway, regardless of the fact, as I say, that the little hack is gone from Ragnarok. We can't do it anymore. So that's the only benefit. You're welcome. Thanks for asking the question. Okay, let's see if I can get something else now in Authority Rush. Now, do I want more of those? What have I got here? 500. I suppose. What have I got? I've got 1,000 of those. Yeah, I'll take those. And that will be the end of my Authority Rush. We've an hour and a quarter left, hour and 3/4 left until this ends. And this will be the last event. I don't think I'm going to bother pushing on 1-3, especially now as I can't hit the 3 stacks. I'm not wasting troops all the way up to 2.2 million. So let me just take the refresh, and that will do 3.18. Yeah. That's the end of that event for me. Legru, if you upgrade guard this Ragnar, remember, do not open the Forest Shop until you've upgraded. You will get the next level rewards there only if you wait, otherwise you are stuck with your current. Oh yeah, that's a good point actually, yeah. So just bear that in mind, Rodrigo, what Legru has said there. I missed that little fact, that little nugget of information. Thanks for that, Legru. I'm glad somebody's reading the chat, not me. I'm a little bit distracted here today. While I delete troops. Might have a look at crypts now actually and do a little bit of crypting. Actually, what can I do a little bit of academy research? I have 2.37 billion. No, I can't. Because I was maybe going to do some army mod. I could do some monster mod maybe. What are we here? Strength 8. 1.5. Yeah, no, I don't really have enough for it. How about monster boost? Chance for beast to try 2 squads. I don't think that's worth it. Elemental's health, no. Beast's health, beast strength. Yeah, so let's do a little bit of beast strength. And I'll level that up a bit. First off, let me go and switch over to Great Ruler. And let me change my gear back. Excuse me. And bring in, yeah. Okay, and then go back to Academy and boost and monsters boost and beast's strength. And we'll do a little bit of this fast. On main, I'm on 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 on the research to G9. Wow, yeah, G9 is crazy. The last two are like trillions, still 100 trillion VP to get to G9. It's pretty demotivating. Yeah, it is for sure. It's a long. I just couldn't bring myself to go through that again. It's the Fire Shop resets today. Do not open the Fire Shop until you've upgraded. I think Legru was talking about the Ragnarok shop. Were you? Do not open the Forest shop until you've upgraded. You will get the next level. Oh yeah. That's a good point actually. Yes. So yes, it does open today. So I suppose Rodrigo, if you can hold off and maybe sit on your hands for a day and wait until Ragnarok starts and then open the Forest shop, then you get the best of both worlds. So basically you wait for Ragnar to start, open your first, make your first G7 troop, and then go and open the Ragnar shop, and then go and open the Forest shop. But I don't know if you can wait for a day. You could. You'd probably get away with it, right? I will. Good. Elemental strength. I didn't do Kingdom versus Kingdom the other day. That's the first day I've missed it. And I decided not to because I had opened my S7s and didn't feel the need for it. But I will do the next one because I am enjoying Kingdom versus Kingdom. It's good fun. And giant strength. So we've brought them up, what, to 3%? I know I could bring them up a little bit more. I might actually bring them up a little bit more now that I'm here. Again, anybody who's popped in, don't be afraid to say hello. We are friendly in here. I am just doing a little bit of upgrading in my my monster's strength. I'm just fast going through these quickly. Today is the forest one, but if you don't wait, you miss on the upgrade for a whole week until the next week. So wait for one day, as Curve said. Yeah, he is waiting. He is waiting. But yes, Legru, that was a good point. And that's where everybody helps everybody. That's what I like. We're all here for the same purpose. And it makes absolutely no difference. If you help a fellow player, it's not like he's going to turn around and attack you. We all got to learn somehow. It's like life. Nobody knows everything when they're born. Nobody knows anything when they're born. Yeah, I'm going to run out of VP for this. I think I will leave it at that. I will have to be Dragon's Health. Dragon's Health? Really? Why can I not upgrade that? Dragon's Health level 4. Ah, yes. Oh, go on. I'll do a few more of them. I will switch back to main shortly because I don't want to miss the start of the next bit of the puzzle in the Trials of the Olympus. When is the good, the bad, and the ugly? Sure, hey. It will be something in a stream, isn't that what I said? That's what I was hoping for. So how about this then? Okay, what are we today? Wednesday. Monday, Wednesday. Ay. Excuse me for yawning. It's that time of the day. What do you think, Johnny? Give me your version of what you would like to see it. Would you like it to be in a video? Because I do need participation from other players. I think a video would be hard because somebody might happen upon the video, have a look at it, but not decide to leave a comment. I suppose no different than a stream, but if we're on the stream and we just say, okay, this is what this stream is going to be about, and if anything else comes up in the chat, we don't discuss it. It is solely a video on the good, the bad, and the ugly of the game that is Total Battle. So that in mind, how about I do it on this Saturday's stream? The time will be important because I want a lot of participation. So currently have 17 concurrent viewers, but we've only had like 6 members post in the chat. Let me pull it down so that I can see. Not that one. Oh, this one. Not that one. This one. Sorry, one sec. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've had 6 players basically comment. And if we're doing it, Saturday in July is bad. Why is that? It's bad for you. The other option is to run it on a midweek. So maybe do it this day next week, but I'll do it late. So maybe if I did it from... what time? If I said 6 or 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I might be able to do 7 o'clock. Yeah, I might be able to do 7 o'clock and run it for 3 hours. If it takes 3 hours, probably won't. It probably will be a short enough stream, actually. We could probably get through it all in an hour or two. And I'll make an announcement on the Discord channel that we're doing it at that time. And I'll put up some pointers for people to make suggestions for what I would like people to say or to put across. Not tell them what to do, but give them an idea of what the plan is for that stream. I.e., we're there to give out about Total Battle, what we don't like in it, and what we would like to see changed to afford players the ability to get the best bang for their buck. We're not looking, obviously, for packs to be reduced in price, which would be nice. We're looking for all the rubbish that the game inherently has to be cut out and give players a better chance of growth and a better chance of learning in the game, I suppose. So yeah, I'll do it for next Wednesday then. How about that? That work for you? Well, it is, yeah. There's lots of things that are effing dog shit, right? But yeah, that's definitely the day to do it. If you, I presume you're on my Discord channel, Johnny, are you? If you are, I tell you what I'll do. Actually, I will make a channel. It's not called a channel. It is called a channel. I'll make a channel on my server that will be specifically to put points of view in that relate to what players hate about Total Battle. And then what I'll do is I will pick them out, ones that I think they're likely to listen to or have come up regularly or more than once in that chat. How about that for an idea? I'll put it into the community tab. Where will I put it actually? Total Battle Complete Guide links, YouTube. I might put it under the YouTube tab. Yeah, because that'll be open. No, because that's videos. I won't put it there. I've got to put it in the community tab. So you'll see it the next time you log in. I'll try and add a flag to it that will let members No, I might need a bit of help to do that actually. I'll ask the guy who did my Discord server for me. Yeah, so I will make the channel in there. In the community tab under general chat or ask me a question. Somewhere there, and it will disappear afterwards, or I might leave it there for posterity. So if Total Battle ever grace themselves with coming to my Discord server, they can have a good read there about what people get really annoyed by. I know they have lots. They'll never grace themselves coming to my channel. Let's face it. I'm just a player. So yeah, that's what I'll do. Okay, and we'll do it for Wednesday of next week. If I get enough questions or enough people posting in there. If I don't, and I think I need to let it run another week, then I will let it run another week. But I do need players to give their support to it and post in what they are finding annoying and what they would like to see changed in Total Battle. It can be anything from outlaws destroying your clan buildings to the price of packs, to the glitches in the game, to stuff not working when it's supposed to work, to them fixing something and breaking something else. Anything there that annoys people, I suppose, is the plan. So that will be the video, the live stream for next week, hopefully. Or if not, it'll be Wednesday week. Okay, that's the best I can suggest. Let me make a note of that, and then I'll remember to write it down. Oh, then I'll remember to type it up. So. I amn't speaking, so don't anybody comes on think my mic isn't working. It is. Wednesday seems good. Okay, that's good. Hopefully that will be good for others as well. Because we don't want to just turn it into what Johnny Appleseed hates about Total Battle. Sure we don't. Okay, let me go back to my main screen. Let me go back to my main account. Give me 1 second and I will switch over. As I have said many times before, I only do this break on the screen so as my account ID doesn't become viewable by anybody else, because we know there's always hackers out there trying to do things that they shouldn't be doing. I hope you saw enough of the Seasonal Kingdom to give you an idea of what it is like, HPR 2008. And thank you for your questions and your interest in Seasonal Kingdom. In fact, what am I thanking you for? Total Battle thanks you. Okay, back to live stream. So we are back here to the main account, and let me just see, do a bit of housekeeping here. Trials, an hour and 26 minutes. I will try and stay on for that. I might pop off, but I'll leave the screen on just to grab myself a bite to eat because I am starving. And anybody who knows what hunger is like, what do we need here? 100. No, we don't want to do any of that. Ramses. Oop. Let me do a little bit of clan speed ups. 3 hours. Okay, what happened actually? Did we get... no. Let me just do one thing here. I want to just check something that's in the chat channel here. That's okay. I thought somebody was talking about They were talking about compensation. Laughable. I thought they were talking about what the game had given us compensation, but they didn't. And yes, that will be one of the pointers for sure on that video. The lack of compensation for the recent mess up, the Total Battle, yet again put its customers through. I'm not going to even call us players when it comes to using the company Total Battle Score Warrior. We are your customers and you must respect us. Yes, I still have my Carter. Let's do a little bit of crypting. Did I mention Carter's important? Yes, said you. Too much, too many times. But he is important. He is really important. Anybody else just joining the stream or has come in? Don't be afraid to say hello. This is just a player playing Total Battle here, giving guidance and assistance where necessary. But you need to ask the question to get help. I hope you all work on these crypts. They are extremely useful because you need your Imperial Silk to be able to make yourself some Honored Ruler gear, and the Honored Ruler gear is extremely important in the game. For me, it's not so important, and I don't really need these crypts, but when you have got 222 million green tar, you need to just spend it because it brings gifts in for the clan by way of crypt chests. How are we doing? Again, don't be afraid to say hello if you've just joined the stream. This is Total Battle, a game for players, pay-to-play game mostly, but it is possible to play it without spending money, although it is a little bit hard. 810, might give a shot at that. In fact, I think I have all my points for the Basilisk, so no, I won't. Yeah. All personal event points for the Basilisk, that is. I can't, of course, scroll back on that. And at the minute now, it's just ranking points. But as you can see, we're doing okay in ranking. We are 600,000 ahead of second place. And the clan here hopefully will see the... Tally, thank you very much for supporting the channel. Appreciate you. I don't know if you guys can see the Ko-fi bot that is posted in the chat there. That basically is from my Ko-fi account, my Ko-fi shop, where I am offering the troop calculator that I showed a couple of videos of. The first one showed the main calculator in action, and the second one was just an update of exactly how to use it and how to get the best from it. So yes, it is on there. Apart from that, there are tier memberships on my Ko-fi channel as well, and the tier memberships give you a certain benefits to the channel. Conquest point runs if you're a platinum member, and other bonuses by way of resources, be it silver or building resources. What else to do while I'm in here? regular. Let me just do a couple of my regulars actually. 5, 6, 6, 12 and 5 is 17. 17 would get me to the next level in the shop, so I'm going to train 3,750 guardsmen. And I will need to change some gear. No, I won't. 3,750. What do I want? 3,750. Let's go with that. 3,750. And I need a little bit more silver to get me up to there. And 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, these are important, by the way. These daily quests, try and do them all to be able to get anything that is relevant in them, apart from just the actual requests themselves. They are important and will help you progress, be it in a small way. I think I did tell the story about my 3 days, 4 days, about my tar workshop. I deleted it thinking it was possible to build another barracks on that tile. And unfortunately, what I didn't bear in mind was my rage potions are only produced at the tar workshop. So it meant that my rage potions didn't create anymore, weren't available anymore, and that meant I couldn't go to an arena. And the annoying part about that was, as you probably will get to find out when you get to a high level, the tasks in the academy that you have to do, i.e. the daily tasks. So, for example, research any technology from the Army Modernization section. They still put these up in Total Battle. Actually, that will be a little bugbear of mine. They still put this in, even though I have fully completed all modernization across the whole academy tree. So I can't physically go and do that. Therefore, I miss out on 40 activity points. So that's one thing. But if I didn't do the arena and I didn't have my rage potions because I built a barracks on that tile, that means I'm now missing out on 70 activity points. So it means that you can't complete your activity points to be able to create your vault for the Rise of Ancients event, which became a major problem once I ran out of rage potions. So I had to delete the barracks, demolish the barracks, and I had to rebuild a tar workshop, which is a real pain in the backside. Total Battle, fix that problem, please. Not the tar workshop, that's okay. But fix the problem of me having a research technology option or request from the daily quests when I can't do any more research. I can't undo research, so I can't do more research. Anyway, back to the chat. Yes, it's super annoying. Sure is. Sure is. I keep being afraid I'll demolish a building by mistake. No, you won't. So when you click on the building and you click on demolish, it doesn't demolish it straight away, okay? It gives you a box up there, and then you have to click demolish, and then it demolishes it. So it is a three click to be able to do it. You click once on the building, you click once on demolish, and then you click on demolish, and then it deletes it, obviously. So don't worry, you won't do it by mistake. Some people rebuild and demolish over and over again. Yeah, absolutely, and it will help you in the event, the building event. What's it called again? Castle development. Castle development is where you can build and build and build. And yeah, when I started playing actually on that point, Johnny, I for sure used to do that a lot just to be able to rank in that event, to get a few DCs, and more overly to get the benefit of, I think it's actually building. I think it is building. Castle development doesn't give it to you for crypting. Yeah, so it's 10% to it's 10% to construction speed, but it's very little. 10% is nothing. Really is nothing. Even if you're a small mighted player, it's nothing to you. I'm still a long way off leveling up my dragon to the next evolution. But when I do, I look forward to it because I have 69 trillion steaks for him. He likes steaks, Wagyu especially. He likes me to cook them medium rare. And then he has them with a nice glass of wine and some gratin potatoes. Ooh, I'm getting hungry now. Where do you all stand on food? Are you foodies? Do you enjoy your food? Are you steak people? Are you vegetarians? Are you pescatarians? Are you vegans? I love my food. I especially love my red meat. That last step for Evo 8 Dragon is a pain, but nothing compares to leveling up a Manator. Yeah. Nothing compares to leveling up a Manator unless you're not in a big clan, and then you really don't need her. But if you're in a big clan, yeah, for sure. I do need to do a bit of work on her, actually. What have I got? Manny too. She's only 330, so she's only a little girl still. She needs a lot of work. Okay, so that was part of my quests and my last two quests. And the other thing, actually, to take a point of your achievements, guys. These are very, very important, again, to drive experience points to your captains and heroes. Try and always keep up with these. Obviously, I have some buildings that I could bring up to level 45. Take first place in battle, in Thirst for Battle. I've done everything else. I've defeated the 45 rares, the 45 commons. Beowulf, I will never be hiring. What would I get for that? Whoop-de-doo, 2,000 might. Level up your hero to 370. You got 3.9 million for that. So this is somewhere that you can get these might, and they give you not experience points. They give you might towards your might level. Okay, but it's not always good to show your might level when you're a low player. You're better off keeping it back. For example, I had a guy, an old friend, who was in a clan when I was in K74. He was with AAO, and he had S8, and he was only, what was he? I think he was like 180 million might, and he had S8 troops. So when anybody attacked him, they got a bit of a shock. But yeah, it's something you can use to hide your power, hide how strong you are. And if you're in one of the smaller kingdoms on the map, that is very useful because nobody seems to visit down here. It's a quiet place. To have a look at the map, actually, just to see. I'm on 198 at the minute. And we can go all the way down now to K232. Which is open. So yeah, there's still a lot of kingdoms opening down below. And there will continue to be. They have them made up as far as 300. It'll be taking a while to get down that far. Anyway, there is no Kingdom 1. Oh, excuse me. Where was that again? What I was just talking about, it basically is the achievements. It's just to the left of your chat menu. So there it's a little green exclamation mark, and you click on that and it brings you into all of these achievements. Okay, you may have a red number beside it currently if you've done some of the achievements, but in there is where you will find the achievements. There's no Kingdom 1. No, there isn't Kingdom 1, and they are getting rid of, obviously, the kingdoms up the very top. think 12 or 11 is the lowest, is it? Let me see if I can quickly scroll up here. Kingdom 12, yep. And 10. Okay, so 10 is the lowest. So it's K10, K2, K7, K12. And they've missed out a lot of the other ones because they were inactive. There was nobody on them. They've had to leave these ones, so they probably would have got rid of 2, 12, 7, 10 by now, only for they are being used actively by players. Some of the bigger clans are going up there and taking over those kingdoms because they have the opportunities to be able to solely work on epics, and they have a whole kingdom full of crypts and citadels to be able to go at. So it makes a lot of sense, as opposed to being on a very full kingdom where it's much harder to find level 25 crypts, level 25, 30 and 35 epics and rares, etc. Where was that again? I meant to hide your might. Well, to hide your might, basically, so your might will go up every time you do something in the game that gives you might. But the achievements section here, for example, as you level up any of your hero, any of your captains or hero, you will get might prizes, okay? You won't get experience points or anything else. You'll get gold and you'll get a might prize. That is what I mean by you can level up your hero or level up your captains, but do not take these achievement prizes, and you can in that way you can hide your true might. So if you had, let's just say for example, I had leveled up my hero from level 200 to level 370, but I hadn't taken any of these achievement prizes. That means that I would have millions of might possible to add to my account, and somebody might look at me and go, wow, this fella's only small might, he doesn't have all these achievements or whatnot. So it's just a way of hiding your might in that regard, if you understand what I'm saying. Terence, thank you very much. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the mention. Hello, love your stream has helped me too. I've tried the Discord, but we have trouble connecting it with my bank. Okay. Yeah, as happens with a lot of companies, they don't like their employees using websites or applications that they may be able to get bad links from, etc., etc. Obviously, I try and keep the channel in a good state where there isn't scammers or spammers on there. As soon as they're on, they're going to get caught by bots, which run in the background all the time. So yeah, I do try and keep it as secure as possible. But yeah, I totally understand, and you wouldn't be the first person to come across that problem. One of the guys couldn't open the troop calculator because, again, their laptop was locked up and wouldn't let him open a Google Docs document. So yeah, totally understand that. It's a pity you can't. And sure, look, maybe someday, maybe get yourself an iPad or a phone or something like that, and you can join us on the Discord server then. But I totally get where you're coming from, and that's why. I presume that's what you mean with my bank. I've tried the Discord, but they have trouble connecting with my bank. Maybe means something else. Bank, explain to me again. I'm still small, but I used to hide my might. Recently jumped from 70 to 120. I got tired of people attacking me on lava fountains thinking they could win. Yeah, that's the opposite of hiding your might, Legru. That's saying, hey, I'm 120 million might. Stop attacking me. Go attack somebody else. And it is true, because I have noticed actually in Seasonal Kingdom that during the blue lava fountains or blue fountains, can't remember what they're called exactly, when I was mere 40 or 50 million might, yes, I was getting attacked by 100 and 120, 140 million might players. Now I can go into a level 15 or 20 and generally nobody will come near me unless they're a 300 or 400 million might player, but there are a lot less of them than there are of the lower might players. HPR, I started in 233 in early May and made the mistake of not linking my account. I started another, wanted to go back, but it's not open yet. Support has opened a ticket, but not being helpful. HPR, next Wednesday, we're having the good, the bad, and the ugly of the game that is Total Battle. Bring your points there. All of these points are very important. They're good for us to be able to remonstrate and give out to Total Battle developers so as they know that we are unhappy with these things. There are not enough platforms for them to be aware of these. I know they have Facebook pages, and there are Facebook pages where people ask questions, but I would like to surmise as many of those points in a video for Total Battle and maybe send it to them so as they can have a look and listen. But really, I don't think they care. We're cash cows to them. They just keep milking us. I started in 233 in early May and made the mistake of not linking my account. Yeah, I would say I haven't linked some of my accounts either. Do a question for you, HPR. Do you play the game on computer? I might have a suggestion for you. Legru, I think using it scarce. I think using it to scare low-level foes is more useful at the minute. In Seasonal Kingdom, that also helps in Potion Fountains. Potion Fountains, that's exactly it, and that was my point. HPR, during my research, I unfortunately read this is common. That's something they need to work on. Okay, yeah. Like I say, if you play on PC, I do, and there are a couple of things that I do. For example, my setup here, so I basically have 3 monitors. Okay, I have one monitor for my chat and the stream that I'm running and my YouTube channel. They're all on a portrait monitor. Okay. Then on my main monitor in front of me directly here where my webcam is, I have the game in full screen. And then I have a second computer over to the left-hand side that I use from time to time if I want to run 2 accounts at the same time. But what I do, because I have 2 monitors hooked up to one computer, I can open the game of Total Battle using the downloaded desktop version. Whilst that is open, I can open another game instance on another monitor and use it on the browser version, and they don't clash as long as I don't open the same account. So in other words, I can open, let's say, my Silver Alt City on my spare monitor and play with my main account on my other monitor. It's handy when it comes to CP. If you're doing Conquest Point runs with your main or with your alt, it's handy to be able to have those 2 options at the same time. What else? K184 has been fine. Okay, good. Keep trying. Yes, Terence, please keep trying. Would not take the money, but I will keep trying. All right, okay. I'm using Stripe. It is possible. What is this actually to do with? Sorry, I'll just go back here again. I've tried the Discord, but have trouble. Okay, so Discord is not, there isn't a charge for you on the Discord channel. The Discord channel is free for anybody. The tier memberships are different. I did just have them as PayPal transactions at the start, but it is possible now to purchase them using Stripe, and Stripe is a recognized worldwide payment platform. So there's nothing nefarious about it. It is very above board and very secure. Stripe is used by many companies around the world. And not sure if that's what you are alluding to. Kevin, good afternoon. Nice to see you again. Can you talk about mercenary exchanges? Is there a strategic way to purchase? No, there is a strategic method to begin your timer. So if you can be online when the mercenary exchanges start, it is very important to try and at least send one march to a mercenary exchange to start your timer. If you don't do that, it means that the next time you log into the game, be it 4 or 5 hours later, you will have missed the opportunity to gain the first set of mercs within that 7-hour period. So what we do, or what we did with Hype, was you go to all the one of the mercenary exchange chats, and even though you might find one of the exchanges and it's too far away, for you to be able to make it on time to get an exchange, still send one captain to do a run towards it, because it will start your clock, your timer for mercenary exchanges, and it will count down from then the 6 hours and 23 minutes or whatever it is it takes until the next exchange opens. So that means you have that window of opportunity to fill all the mercenaries over that period of time. Obviously, the initial mercenary exchange, everybody is trying to get to one, and it's virtually impossible to get to one. But once they have filled all of their mercs from the first exchanges that they find, it gets a little bit quieter, and then it is more possible to do that. So I hope that helps you. Other than that, just what I tend to do, or what I tended to do, was go for mercs that you don't have already. So, for example, go for some of the monster mercs like the Wyvern, the Eternal Cannoner, the Salamander, the Warden. Go for those bigger mercs at the start, because they are something that you can work with to maybe do some VP, Valor Point farming, etc. I have a video out on that. Obviously, have a look at the channel, you'll see that. But really after that, there isn't any strategic way to purchase. No. Thanks for the question. Terence, I bought the Elite Pass. It was bloody terrible. Waste of 45. I did complain to them 3 weeks ago, and they're still not been back in touch. Yeah, they won't get back to you. All they want to do is see you spend your money on the game, Terence. Unfortunately, that is the nature of Total Battle. As I say, it's a cash cow, regardless of the fact of maybe a lot of smaller players going, I'm not buying any more packs for a week because I'm unhappy with the way you're treating us and the way the game is. That is not going to stop the bigger players, the likes of Riffer, and some of the guys in Seasonal Kingdom. They're going to buy the packs because they've no choice. They're running out of time. So it is going to take a joined up thinking and joined up cooperation from lots of players and big players to basically come out to Total Battle and say, we're not happy. We're going to stop buying packs for a week or 2 weeks or whatever it takes for them to listen to the problems that are in the game and that we want to see fixed. So that's my suggestion. I'd like to go around all the kingdoms and all of the larger players and try and get people on board with that plan. I think if there was enough people that did it and enough people that pulled back from Total Battle and purchasing packs, I think it could move mountains. I really do. Who else? HPR, I play on my phone and had to do a factory reset. Thanks for discussing your setup. I was thinking about using a larger screen. Yeah, definitely. It's much more enjoyable and much more fun. You can see so much more on the screen. So yeah, even if you use a laptop, maybe get yourself a widescreen monitor, and you can join your monitor up to your laptop, and you can at least have 2 screens, which means you can still do your work on your laptop and you still have your screen there to be able to look at what's going on in the game. I am Knight Solaire. Just popped in and don't know this game. Is this like a Travian? I have no idea what Travian is, but now that you mention it, let me just see if I can find it. Google is my friend. Travian. Travian Legends International, the online multiplayer game. Never heard of it before. Play now. Reject all cookies. Reign of Fire Annual Special. Scorched Dirt. It looks a little bit like it, but I have never played it. So, yeah, that's an interesting one. I might just have a look at that. Thanks for popping in. I don't know, is Travian a pay-to-play game? Oh, sorry. Total Battle says no. Total Battle is not a pay-to-play game. You can pay-to-play. you have to pay to play. So yes, yeah, not sure if anyone remembers Travian. It's been a while. It must be going a long time. So yeah, interesting. The graphics look a little bit washy on it. I might do that as well, actually. Maybe do a stream where I try another game, as long as it's not going to cost me a fortune. Travian.com/international. Now I've given them a plug and they get nothing. I get nothing from it. I don't like plugging other games, but I will look at that. And thanks for popping in and saying hello. And thanks for bringing that to my attention. Maybe one day. Although Total Battle takes a lot of my time up, both playing the game and helping everyone that I am helping. How are we going? It is 55 minutes to... Wrong window. 55 minutes to Lava Fountain Trial. I think I played Travian back in 2006. Wow, it's going a long time. Okay, so Total Battle is only new in that regard. I'm pretty sure, now somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was around 2018 that it shot to fame. I don't know how long it was going for before that. But yeah, it's been going since then. And I know I started to play it during COVID. So that was when I got hooked on this game that sends people doolally. So yeah, that's what Total Battle is. Anybody else on the stream? Don't be afraid to pop in and say hello. I'll keep watching the stream to get a feel. Nice to meet you, by the way. And you too. Thanks for joining. Thanks for popping in. Terrence, no one forced me to buy, but I expect better. On the Discord, I've filled in my info, personal info, sent it to my bank to confirm it was me, and they wouldn't take payment. Sorry, I didn't explain properly. Okay, right. And you're right to expect better, yes, 100%. On the Discord, you filled in your personal info. So if you're talking about something, if you're talking about something that's for sale on my channel, Discord is not where it's for sale. Discord is where I will put the links, okay? As I say, it's on Ko-fi, or where my shop is and where my tier memberships are. For the Discord app. Wow. Oh, okay. So are you talking about the Nitro version? I'm just using the standard Discord. It's free to use, but there is a Nitro option which basically gives you lots of special emoticons and a few other things like that. If that's what you mean, then sorry. If I'm not understanding you, my apologies. Kevin, you're very welcome. I appreciate the answer. Do you mind sharing with us how long you've been playing Total Battle? Your armies are amazingly strong. I've been playing since 2021, give or take. It was in and around COVID that I found this game, because obviously we all spent a lot of time indoors when COVID arrived. Everybody's country, I think, put us through a lot and told us that we couldn't go out. We couldn't obviously go and visit relatives, elderly relatives, because of the mortality rate during COVID. So that is when I started playing. So in and around 2020, 2021. I am small in comparison to some players in the game, and they've only been playing for a much shorter period of time. But I've got to a stage where I have reached as far as I want to. The only reason I've played Seasonal Kingdom is to get the 2 artifacts, and the 2 artifacts are more there to show other people how they work and how I use them. So basically anything that I do or get in Total Battle now is totally to do with the teaching and learning of other players through my account. And that's why I have to have and choose to get the things I get from my account now. But if I wasn't doing what I'm doing now, I might have pushed on a little bit further, but really I'm happy enough with where the account is now. I would squeeze into most of the big clans, not the huge ones, and I'm sure they'd be happy to have me and be happy for the chests that I'll bring in and the points I make when I'm hitting any of the epic squads that are clan requirements in the larger clans. I'll look into this. Sorry, don't want to take all your time about Discord, lol. Other players have more important questions. No, it's all good, Terence. Honestly, any questions like this, if somebody else understands what you're saying as well, they may agree, and it's important for them to be aware of things, obviously. But obviously, it is not a problem that you're having with my channel or anything you're purchasing on my channel. It's only on your bank side. So I hope that's the case, and I'm glad to hear that. I'd hate to think that something that I've done is preventing somebody from purchasing any of the tier memberships or shop purchases that they may wish to make with me. So I'll just push on and run a few more crypts here. I may open a few 30s and what else? Anybody else on the channel? We have a few people there, I see. Anybody else want to make any questions, ask any questions, albeit please don't be afraid to post or even say hello in the channel, in the chat box. This game I'm playing is called Total Battle. For those of you who may not know it, it might look interesting, and I suppose it is interesting in a way, but it has its flaws and faults, I suppose, like any game. But when it comes to being false about logging on and being able to play the game, we kind of get a bit upset with that. Do you have any opinion concerning larger, stronger clans or players attacking less strong players? After all, we all do spend money on the game as investments. That, again, Kevin, is something that will most definitely be discussed during my live stream that will be next Wednesday. I mentioned it earlier on in this video. It will be a stream that is specifically guided to the good, the bad, and the ugly of the game that is Total Battle. Players can come on there and discuss all grievances they have about the game, its playability, and what they find most annoying about it, be it server dropout, the ability to play it on mobile devices or computers, constant crashes of the browser game, etc., etc. Anything that's really annoying to players, that will be what's covered in this stream next Wednesday. It will be an afternoon/evening stream from an Ireland time zone, so as I can get as many people involved in the chat as possible. Okay, so yes, what my opinion on that. Sorry, I'm just laughing at something that Terence just said. So my opinion on players, big players attacking small players. Look, if a small player has left their shield down and they have millions or hundreds of millions of silver, you get what you pay for. Okay, players will attack other players, generally looking for silver. Okay, resources in some cases. It isn't always huge players that are attacking them. There is a kind of code. It's called, there is the IKPFA. Okay, that's the International Kingdom Player. What is it? IKFPA, the International Kingdom Fair Play Agreement. Okay, the IKFPA. And in that IKFPA, players in kingdoms have agreed to not attack memorial portals, to not attack event portals, i.e. portals that are around an epic event, or to not attack a player under 100,000 might. Okay. Other than that, you can't attack clan buildings, clan capitals, but after that, you can pretty much do whatever you want. After all, the game is called Total Battle. There are things made in the game to prevent you from being attacked. They're called shields. You can obviously purchase a shield. It does cost gold to do that, and you can put a shield up and nobody can get in your shield unless you open a portal. They can obviously attack you through a portal. But to really answer your question, do I have an opinion concerning it? I wouldn't do it personally. What I do when I am looking for silver, and I do hunt silver, and I will attack players who are much smaller than me if I find them with silver. My way around that is I will always scout a player first. So let's just say, for example, I see a player that maybe 60 million might, okay? I'm a billion might. You might ask, why would I attack him? If I send a scout to his city and I see that he has several 100 million silver, I will for sure go and steal that silver, okay? He might have forgotten to put his shield up. That's not my problem. I'm looking for silver all the time. For example, to build an army for me to hit 12 to 15 times on an epic, to build my silver troops, it costs me circa 780 to 900 million. So just short of 1 billion silver. Now, I don't have the ability to be able to create that amount of silver. Sure, I get a lot of silver if I'm in a big clan, a strong clan. Every player in the game needs silver to build their silver troops and their monsters. So that is why everyone hunts for silver, and that's why lower players getting attacked. Is it right? No. Do I agree with it? If they have a lot of silver, I don't disagree with it. I don't agree with players attacking low-level players in clans for just CP purposes. I don't agree with that. But generally large players won't. It depends really on the player size, to be honest, Kevin. I mean, we could be talking about a 100 million might player attacking a 1 million might player. Again, a 1 million might player isn't going to have that much silver if he's attacking him just because he can. I don't agree with it, no. But as I say, we are playing total battle. It is survival of the fittest for sure. And yes, whilst you say you have the game and it is an investment, and if you're purchasing packs from the store like silver, etc., you do just need to be aware that you need to make it safe, keep it safe. And the only other way to do that is by purchasing a shield. And then just be careful if you have any portals open that you're using to get crypts or attack epics. Just be aware to keep your ingots low. Ingots can be a guide to the fact that a player might have silver or resources to steal. So if you have a large amount of ingots, pay them. They're no use to you. Ingots are no use to you. I made a video about this. They're absolutely useless in the game, and there's no point in holding on to them. Just pay your ingots, okay? Pay them every day. Hopefully that answers that question. Kean, hi, I'm a G5 player and was wondering what advice you could give me to grow. I'm in a good clan and I'm not interested in buying stuff from the store. Okay, so really your best way to grow is to just continue to, or if you haven't started, attack epic squads. Epic squads are the best way for you to gather both valor points and experience points in the game. They will help you to level up captains and level up heroes, and that really is the only way to grow exponentially in the game. If you're not purchasing anything from the store, then it does kind of mean that you have a lower troop strength than you would have if you also had mercenaries. However, as you are well aware, if you're in a kingdom that is currently open, you do have the ability to go to the mercenary exchange and you can get some mercenaries from there. But again, it's down to you having silver. So silver really is a driving factor in the game. If you don't have silver or can't get silver, you will struggle to progress. You will struggle to make it through your G5 now. So G5 is good, but when you get to G6 and try to get to G7, you will find that you're going to need a never-ending supply of silver because you're going to have to be able to build troops. So whilst you say you're in a good clan, you might be able to find a better clan that gives you better gifts, better from crypts and other things that they do. But conquest point runs are something that you really need to do as well. And if you're in a clan that are doing that already, then brilliant. It will help you, absolutely help you progress. If you're not, then you need to look for a clan that does give you the option for CP/conquest point runs. It will help you to boost your army modernization section, and that in turn will make you get stronger as you go through the game and progress faster. So I hope that just in short gives you just a little bit of an insight and a little bit of help. Just one thing to say, Cian, as well. I am going to be starting a clan soon on a kingdom, an old kingdom that I used to be with, a large clan there. There are a lot, and this goes out to anybody watching and listening now, there are a lot of sister clans in that kingdom, and there is the possibility and the ability for players low level might to push right through certain clans as they work their way up to the elite section. So that is something that's going to be happening probably in the next 10 to 15 days. That's the plan on that. I'm a thick Geordie, so it's probably be any advice on the third day for the lava, what troops I need. You just need as many troops as you have, because the lava is just all about going, making, well, I tell you, actually, there was something that I noticed. The clan here that I'm with, SWA, have a plan. I won't tell you what that plan is, just in case somebody from ABL or LKU is here with us. Now, I think, there are a couple of ways of doing it, okay? A lot of players, a lot of clans make a decision as to whether they're going to build all of their mines to start with, or whether they're going to go and attack the other clans in their group. So you could then go and decide you're going to go and attack either LKU or ABL, or you're going to build your mines and try and protect them. As regards troops, again, look, it's just, you want to have a good fighting captain ready, and you want to use it a little bit like the Seasonal Kingdom has been for the Blue Fountains. Excuse me. The way Blue Fountains would work is you will have your Stror, Captain Stror being your best captain to use to go to Dragon Mounds or Wellspring Ruins or Lava Fountains or anything else that he's gathering, silver mines, etc., because he gives that ability to be able to get them quicker, okay? And after that, then you want to have your best fighting captain with as many troops as you can, that if you send your Stror to a fountain and somebody comes to attack him, you can recall him and you can send your fighting captain straight away to the crypt, so as you can kill whoever's coming to the crypt, or not crypt, whoever's coming to the fountain, okay? So that would be what I would do. I have a missed call here. I'm going to have to just make one quick call here. Give me 1 second and I will be back. I'm just going to drop out of my voice for a second and knock off the voice cam. So talk amongst yourselves. I won't be long, I promise. Sorry about that. Quick phone call I had to make. 3 to 1. I'm back in the room. Okay. Where was I? Let me go back here to the chat. Terrence, Kevin. Sorry, my chat just jumped up there. Yeah, so that's what troops you need, Terrence, in my opinion, for that event. Legru, attacks on small ones are part of the game. You'll always be attacked if you are 10 million. If you are 10 million, the result is the same if for 15 million or 1 billion attack you. The result is the same. Learn to protect and move on. Yeah, I think I'd have to agree with that. And that's pretty much what I said. Kevin, understand your thoughts. Do you think Total Battle can increase the amount of silver villages to farm in the future? Will they? No. Anything in the game that a player might think is a good idea and will help them will be totally against Total Battle's ideas and values for their game. They want you to spend more money than you can. To a certain extent, it's a little bit like an online gambling shop, to be honest. They're a gambling shop, and they expect you to gamble some of your money to get better troops to go and kill things. But really, what are you actually getting out of the game at the end of the day, you know? So, look, that's my opinion on it. We've all spent money on it. Everybody that I'm aware of has spent money at some time, be it as little as the premium status, which lasts you 7 days and costs you €5, $5, £5. Everybody has spent something on this game at some time, and they have certainly spent their time. They have invested time into it, as well as, if not money. Very true, yes. Can you talk about might building? How to best make that push to 1 billion? Yeah, when you get to a high enough level and you're getting closer to the billion mark, what you will find useful is to level up your captains by using experience points. You, as I touched on earlier on, you can see here that your might level is going to increase every time you level up a captain or a hero to a rounded value. So 260, 270, 280, etc., etc. So for example, I leveled up my hero. If you level up your hero to 370, you'll get 3.91 million might, and that all stacks. So that's one way of increasing your might. Obviously, Academy is the other way. My Academy is maxed out, so I can't show you in here. But I can actually. So to get Battle Griffin 7, there was the might value. I got 250,000 to get the Battle Griffins. If you train Battle Griffins, you also get some might. So basically, as you get bigger and you're getting close to that magic number, that really is the way you're going to get your might pushed up fast, is by leveling up captains and heroes. So that is one way to very quickly just kind of push on and increase your might. What else? Yeah, Total Battle will not increase the silver villages to farm in the future. You will have to build them yourself, and to do that you will need blueprints. And guess what? To get blueprints, you will need gold. So I have 8,400 a minute, but I don't really use them obviously anymore. So yes, it is all a money burn, believe you me. Johnny Appleseed, ancients plus big clan equals billion might. Yep, in a word, that's true too. Obviously, every time you attack something being an epic, you will get might as well. King's Mercy tournament, but other than that, yes, ingots are useless. Yeah, King's Mercy, but to rank in King's Mercy nowadays, as you will know, Johnny, you need to have millions of ingots because of the fact that all of the larger clans and larger players are now 99% of the time under a shield. They are amassing a lot of ingots. So when it comes to the ingot event, you used to be able to qualify if you had, sometimes you could qualify with 100 million ingots. Now you would need probably in excess of 500 or 600 million. So really, unless you're going to save up that amount of ingots, you're better off just paying them. Damn, thought you were going to give me some secrets. No, I'm afraid not, Terence. A shame one player cannot caravan gold to another player. Yes, they can't, but another player could build you a gold mine. But again, they're using blueprints to be able to make that gold mine. I do think that a while ago, Okay. I do think that a while ago, I'm nearly sure you were able to give gold, to other players. I'm nearly sure that back when I started playing this, that was possible. And you were also able to give tar to other players, if I remember rightly. But maybe people on here haven't played it that long. I'm a bit of a dinosaur in the game. And no, not Barney, before somebody comes up with that smart comment. Okay, how are we doing? 30 minutes to go now. So I'm going to stay on. I'm going to stay on here for another hour, just so as you can see what we do during the lava fountain event. Speaking of lava fountains, if I remember rightly, oh yeah, great. I do still have some lava oil saved from the last time I did Olympus with my main account. So I have 1 million spare, so that's good. That'll be able to get me some level 35 crypts, lava crypts. In fact, let me see if I can do anything with Carter as well. If I try and level this up, 19.5. Yeah. Let's bring that up one more level. I don't have enough. 9 2s are 18. 22. I could actually. No, I won't level that up anymore. I'll save that. Yes. Something just to mention to those larger players, but you do probably know already. Don't forget to start saving up your experience points from your Ragnarok store or wherever you get your experience points from. You will need them when it comes to seasonal legacy. In fact, anybody, save your experience points from Ragnarok store. Okay, anywhere you can get experience points. Anybody who has sent any of the gear or the special captains back to their main account, go to your main account, go into your Ragnarok store and purchase the experience points, okay, and save them. Don't use them, because when it comes to seasonal legacy, any experience points that you have, you can then open, and that will obviously help push you on in seasonal legacy and try and get you some more artifacts and some more stars for those artifacts and captains. Yes, there is a lot of things in the game that would be nice to be there. Again, something maybe to bring up during the live stream next Wednesday. The good, the bad, the ugly, that is the game Total Battle. Hopefully you'll be able to make it then, Kevin. Anybody else coming to the channel, don't be afraid to say hello. Don't be afraid to join our Discord server. It is pinned at the top of this chat. So just click on that Total Battle Complete Guide Discord server. It will bring you to the Discord server and you can join there. It is free to join the Discord server. It is basically going to be just a glorified chat channel that will be all mostly to do with Total Battle, but obviously we'll also have some other things in it as well. Why am I here? Yeah, it will have other things in it there. We can chat about food and other things and things that you might not chat about when you're in Total Battle. Because I know people talk about stuff in Total Battle other than just the game itself. It's more than a game. Okay, I need to check something here in my clan chat, so I am going to... Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, hopefully it'll be an afternoon, evening one. Not sure what time zone you're on, but for Irish time, I will be doing it roughly, I'd say probably around 5 p.m., 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, but I will put a note on the Discord server when it's coming up, and I will be asking people to get involved and put their suggestions in a chat channel that will make specifically on the Discord server. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to pop off here. I have to just check something in the chat, and I will just go back to my starting soon screen. I will be still here. Sorry about this, but as I said, I need to protect other people's anonymity, etc., etc. And it is just a private message here that I need to read. Okay. Okay. Okay, and that should do me. Both pawns. Okay, and we are back at the live stream. Sorry, I just had to do something there on the chat. So it's 24 minutes, 23 and a half minutes now to the kickoff for lava fountains. Kingsbury, where are we now? Look at stream. Johnny Apple says 2.22p XP. 2.22p XP for S9 G9 players. That a mistype, Johnny? Is it 2.22 trillion XP? No. G9 players. Not sure. I'm not sure what you're saying there, my friend. I am on the other side of the pond, so early in the day for me. I really appreciate the advice and information here. Okie dokie. Well, depending on what side, what part of the other side of the pond you're in, whether it be east or west, that will give me an idea. So the later in the day for me will work better for you guys from the US. And I know there's quite a few of you on the channel. Okay, west. So then it would have to be early in the morning. Okay. Well, then, unfortunately, it probably will not suit you on this occasion. But that is a good point, actually. So what time is it there now? Must be well after midnight, is it? I don't know. Sorry, West Coast is early in the morning now. Yes, I get you. Sorry. Silly me. So it is early in the morning now. So it's maybe 8. What is it? 12 hours? 12:38. Okay. So yeah, so you're 5 hours behind me currently. 12:38, 17:38. No. Yes. 5 hours. No, it's more than that. 5 hours is to the East Coast. No, but surely 5 hours is to the East Coast. So in New York, for example, now I would have thought it was 12:38 midday. Oh, you're not. Is it not about 7 hours to Eastern time in US? Okay. Okie doke. Yes. So then, the later it goes, the better. If I was only starting the stream now. Yeah, if I was only starting the stream now, that might work okay for you. So Yes, it will be recorded. It will be recorded. Any of the streams that I have are all available to view on the YouTube channel. It's just if you go to the YouTube channel and click on the live section, all of the streams, the live streams are in there, and you can review them anytime you wish. What have we got here? Clan 250. I'll have to save a few more points before I upgrade Helen. 2 Quadrillion XP for a 3rd reward for season. Ah, yes. Yeah, I remember now. 2.22. Yeah, it was a lot. I remember it last time as well. I think I did manage to get the keys, which was the 2nd one, right? But I didn't go as far as the 3rd one. For me to do that, I am going to have to be in a high might clan. So that will tie in nicely with me going back to an old stomping ground of mine, K113. And yeah, 32 days until the end of seasonal, and then I will be in that clan, because without being in a big clan, there's not a chance I will be able to I'll be able to compete and get those points. It's 9:40 a.m. on the West Coast. Well, good morning to you. Okay, so just before this starts, I am going to jump off for a second here. I will leave the screen on in the background. Please talk amongst yourselves. Don't go anywhere, because you will see the start of the lava fountain trial, which is starting in 18 minutes, and I will be here for it. I'll only be gone now for just 5 minutes. I just have to do something very quickly, and rather than stopping and starting the stream again, it is as easy for me to just drop out here very quickly. So please bear with me for 2 to 3 minutes, and I will be back. Thank you. And we're back. Okay, how are we going now? 11 minutes. And back to the chat. Okay, Kevin, I do not play every day and must watch The Shield. Definitely. Yes, 100%. Everybody needs to watch their Shield. Set an alarm. Set an alarm on your phone is the easiest way to do it. But wait till you get to the stage where you have 4 accounts and then you need to be setting lots of alarms. What else? Just looking for ways to be better. Just looking for ways to better get more for the money. Yeah, absolutely. Avoid having to pay too much or waste payments. Totally. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, my friend. I'm trying, right? I won't always get everything right. But, yeah. If I get something wrong, somebody can tell me. I had a little disagreement with somebody on the channel, actually. They were telling me... In fact, I want to check something now about that. Not on the channel. On one of my videos, somebody put a comment up, and they said I came across a bit condescending, and maybe I was, but when they said what they said afterwards, I want to just check though. Where is... Actually, it's not going to be on there. Let me pull up a new window. And I want to be there. And that. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm happy to work with people who make sense, but I don't like people who just totally disagree with somebody just for the sake of it. Somebody made a point of saying, oh, I can't even remember what the remark was now. I will have to go in and find it. How am I going to be able to do that? Go there and there. Give me 1 second. Talk among yourselves. Silver alts. Yeah, silver alts are good things, Kevin. You will definitely need one. Community. Where's my community tab? Community. Why did I give that a... Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. Okay, so I made a point of doing a video about Captain Doria. Now, for me, Doria is okay when you're low level, but you do have to win the battle when you're using her to gain any benefit from her Valor Points bonus. On top of that, her Valor Points bonus when you don't have her starred is virtually non-existent. If you had managed to get her to 7 stars and she was level 300, excuse me, and you were killing monsters with her, then for sure you will have massive bonus of Valor Points. But if you've got to that stage, you are not really going to need those Valor Points, in my opinion. I did have Doria. I did have her up to a certain level, but I stopped using her as soon as I started realizing how important another captain was going to be in the game, and that is Cleopatra. Cleopatra gives a strength bonus. What use is Doria after a certain point when she only gives a VP bonus? Now, somebody came on and decided they were going to disagree with me. And they basically said, you have to level her up more to see how powerful her bonus can be. When you're needing billions of VP for G5 troops. And as soon as that comment sunk in, I went, whoa. You need billions of VP for G5. This person hasn't a clue what they're talking about. I've got her at level 82, 5 stars, equipped with orange quality equipment and a nice artifact, and she's great. I was like, I was kind of taken aback, and I thought somebody's actually joking here, I'm sure. They then say the clothes and artifacts can make up for what she lacks, but there is nothing that you can give her, but there's nothing that you can give other captains that matches her VP bonus. Okay. So this person had an 82 level Doria. Wow. 5 stars. Wow. And equipped with orange quality equipment and a nice artifact. Artifact, yeah, that's a good idea. Nice orange quality equipment. I don't know what orange equipment you're talking about. She was talking about. But anyway, I kind of I just thought that doesn't sound right. So I said, honestly, I would love to see what way you attack using her. And I genuinely meant that. And she will be 0 use as you progress in the game compared to AD or Ingrid, for example, which are Ingrid gives a bonus for monsters and AD gives a bonus for guardsmen, okay? You will waste time on her for small results and wish you had spent more time on other captains. And then I said, and billions for G5? Question mark. I said, if you think that's billions, just wait until you have to save for G9. Then you will wish the wasted time spent on Doria was better spent on AD or even Cleopatra if/when you get her. Sorry if I sound preachy, but I'm speaking from experience, and that in mind, there is nobody using Doria in Seasoned Kingdom currently that I have seen. And that is the fact. But then it's all epics in Seasonal Kingdom. So as we all know, Doria doesn't get a bonus if she doesn't live, if she dies in the battle. And then I said, so if she is so good, why would everyone not use her given their need for VP there? Okay, I rest my case and a wink. I thought I was okay. And then I said, but I do thank you for your comment on the channel and a heart. I got a replies. She said, no, you don't sound preachy. You sound straight up condescending. Well, I quit the game, so I didn't go past G5. So I have somebody who's preaching to me who didn't even stay in the game. So how would she know how good Doria is? I'm not saying I would have used Doria all the time, but I would have kept using her at least some of the time to keep her upward trajectory going. I'm also not saying she's as good as AD, who was my highest captain for a reason, but especially for players who want to get to G4 quicker to unlock artifacts and settle in with those troops for a while, Doria is a good early investment. Maybe you just need to accept that some people have different opinions than you and different uses for her than you, and not be so condescending in your response. Well, that didn't go down too well. So I came back again, needless to say. I said, that explains your guesswork of requiring billions of VP for G5. And as for me being condescending, you couldn't be further from the truth. Perhaps you should have used your great wisdom of how brilliant Doria is and stayed until you reached G9 with her. Then you could create a channel where you help people like I do, rather than remonstrate to me about my knowledge of Doria with 4 years plus experience in the game. Thanks. To that, she replied a day ago, you're an ass, and a laughy face. At least she has a sense of humor. I'll give her a heart for that. Anyway, the point of that is, I just do not understand nor agree with the use of Captain Doria in the game. If you're looking for VP, the best way, tried and tested method to get VP in the game is using attacks on epics. You will not get VP faster or in greater quantities than attacking epics, even if you're a low-level player, okay? And you can't use Doria to attack epics because she dies in the battle. When she dies in the battle, she doesn't give you the VP bonus. Anyway, back to the chat. I agree, Johnny. Interesting how silver rolls. Doria is a complete wasting of silver. You need to focus on Cleo and or Hercules. Thank you, Gayu X7. And welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining. Focus on Cleo and Hercules. By the time you're level 300, you already have G9. Yep, 100%. Does Doria need to be directly involved? Yes, Kevin, she does. She must be in the battle. She can't be sitting in the kingdom, in the city. She does not give any bonuses unless she's simply on the battle. I saw this mentioned by another YouTuber before who said, oh yes, and I believe I can leave Doria in the city and she'll get the VP bonus when the other troops and captains go to the battle. Incorrect. That's a big Doria has to be on the battle. She has to be in the attack. She can be in a group attack, and yes, she will bring a VP bonus, but she does have to be part of the fight, and she must live. Even the bonus on Cleo raised faster than the bonus on Darius, so I agree. And another 1 billion player. Gayu, thank you, my friend, for agreeing with that. I'm not going mad, so... G9 is 75 to 100 trillion VP. G5 is 10 billion VP total. I know, yeah, billions. Like, okay, it's more than 1 billion. It's more than 9 billion. So it's 10 billion, but I wouldn't consider that to be billions anyway. I did go back and check. I knew how much it was, but anyway. Doria is actually not a terrible idea for Seasonal Kingdom if you want to spend money fast. Yeah, absolutely. You could certainly use her for some of the events, for sure. And it would make a little bit of a difference. But to be progressing her over Hercules or Cleo in Seasonal Kingdom, really, is it a good idea? No, I don't think so. I just don't see her use. I don't see the use for her in the game. Certainly beyond a certain level. If you were doing the little VP farming exercise I did, that a lot of people didn't like either, it was using wyverns to attack monsters up to about level 25 or 26, because I know you reach that peak where you can't get any healthier wyvern and you'll end up losing one in a battle. But if you're attacking them constantly and you're using Doria there, then maybe that would be beneficial to you. But you do get to a certain level, a certain point where she just doesn't make sense, and you've spent so much time leveling her up. So yeah, it's for me not a great idea. Okay, I'm going to jump off the chat here. I tried with no loss. I tried with the no loss attack on monsters to farm VP. Okay, yeah, there you go. There you can use Doria, but it takes forever. It does, and you run out of speed ups quick. You do. The results are not worth the effort. R.I.P. Doria. Yes, totally, Legru. I totally agree. You need just a countdown for G9. It's only 2,000 full attacks and 3 weeks of your time. That's for sure one way of putting it. Time you will never get back, my friend. Time you will never get back. Okay, let's see how we're going here. Lava fountains. Ah, here we go. Look, I go into lava fountains and my game freezes and it has to start again. What a load of rubbish. The servers are currently undergoing maintenance. I'm absolutely delighted, de-frickin-lighted that this has happened in the middle of a stream, because we can now see total battles, true colors. Fuck me. Game crash yet again. And I wasn't doing anything excessive. What's the timestamp on this? Timestamp on my video is... where do I see that? I can't see it. Oh, I don't have the channel open. Right, I'll go back to live streaming. I am at Somebody call me the timestamp out, please. I can't see it here. Just give me a rough idea of how many minutes or hours and minutes I've been on now. I can't remember what time I started at. Anyway, back to the main screen. 1802. No, I more meant what the time on the stream, how long the stream has been running for. Can you see that, please, Kevin? Thank you very much. Okay, let us go and find some lava fountains in our friends' kingdoms. Okay, LKU, where are they? They are. Can I actually go 215? Clan coordinates portals 215. There we go. Okay, so let's go and have a look here. Somebody said, actually, how is that working? Can I attack? Oh, no, I won't. I could attack those, but okay, these are all level 10s. Let's see a couple of the bigger ones. There's a 30. Let's go and open this one up. Let's switch out for Cleopatra, and let's just go with, I'm going to need my mark, so let's just go with some specialists. 30 minutes. The march time is terrible. In fact, let me just do this first. Not that I even need to change over to Great Marshal, because I will feel just a little bit bad because this is a small clan. But I do want to get some extra lava. They might not know I'm coming. In fact, let's give them a modicum of a chance. I'll switch from Cleopatra to Logos. Actually, does the march time speed up? Oh, yeah. Let me just check something. This would be an interesting one. S9 is only 70 attacks. S9 is only 70 attacks in 1 week and 40 billion silver. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think I know which I'd rather be going for again. So this player here is 42 million. Let's have a bit of fun here. Let us go with all scouts. No, it doesn't speed up. I was hoping the scouts thing would help and speed up the march time, but it doesn't. Fine, I won't use scouts. And let's take that off and let's give him his Philosopher's Stone, being as it is my specialist. And let's take the dragon out just to confuse them. Let's go. Decrease the number of troops. Oh, here. Oh, of course, yeah. Less dragon, less troops. Okay, let's go. Let's see if he jumps. Where am I coming from? I'm sure he will. And I think I will also now send Stror, just in case he decides to jump out. Let's send Stror with his mining ability. And we will send the dragon with him. And let us go with a load of guardsmen. Okay. And now I can't speed him up. Oh yeah, I can, because he goes in fast. No, he doesn't. That's funny, actually. Oh yeah, because there was nobody in it. Oh, this would be interesting. So he's going to make it in there. He's going to be in for a bit of surprise when he tries to take this mine back. But I do want Stror in there. And I'll need to remove mine to do that. So for anybody just joining here, we are now in the throes of a lava trials. Lava fountain trial. I'm not going to place any yet. Yeah, I think he's probably looking now and going, I should have brought some more troops. Where else are we looking for some? Okay, so we seem to be in most of these. Let's have this one. Oh no, I can't go for that yet. This is about getting as much lava as I can so as I can give all my guys in the clan I'm helping out all of the level 35 crypts I'm going to do tomorrow. It's gone quiet on here. I guess you're all doing the same thing. You're all attacking lava fountains. Oh, how did you do? You killed a few. Okay, this one I want to go for next. And here we go. Capture. Start march. "13 seconds. She didn't stay. Yes, like I said, I do feel a little bit bad, but it is what it is. Yeah, somebody said that you can actually, can I attack epics? Oh, I can. Nice. Okay. Let's find, where is the other clan actually that we're attacking? I have an idea. ABL, where ABL? 138. Okay, that might be an interesting one. Okay, let's go find a 138. Has anybody got one open there? No, they don't. Okay. Actually, I know what I could do. I could use Herc. Come on. Hercules has some some gathering gear. And let's send Hercules with some flyers. Okay, well, they killed a few more. That wasn't bad. So, what did they attack with? Just a splattering of troops. And the second time, he brought the kitchen sink. But it didn't make much difference. So, like I said, this is slightly outweighted. This is slightly outweighted. They're not even managing to hit me on that. See how quickly Stror... Okay, so I have 2 mines in at the minute. So I'm resource gathering in this one here. And that is with Cleopatra, if I remember rightly. And Stror has nearly already emptied this mine here. So really, guys, Stror is just so important in the game. I know I've said it before. I did a video about him and they were talking about him in battle. It was a total battle video. One of their flashy PR stunts. And basically I did a little video on the back of that saying he's not good for attacking, but he's brilliant for gathering resources. So any second now he's going to return from this mine. And I will send him to one of the other ones. I think I want this 30 still. So I will have to send him there. Still have a good few troops in there. So this attack is going to end in another loss for Loki. Used to know a good friend in the game. I didn't know him that well. There was a guy called Loki years ago. He was in the Dodd Death on Demand clan. And then he went to GOD. No, in fact, he didn't go to GOD. He quit. Well, I think he quit. I don't know if he quit or just left, but he was a big player back then. He was one of the biggest players in the game at that time. So anyway, what do you think of what I'm doing here? Is it upsetting you? Specialist with Stror is best for gathering. Specialists, no, just Stror is best for gathering. Normally what I do with Stror is I will send him, oh look, we're going to do, and I can't do Mimic. Normally what I do with Stror is I send him to all mines with scouts for two reasons. One, scouts are the fastest troop in the game. And secondly, they Stror is the mining expert. So he is very, very important and very useful for sure. What else do I want to do while I'm here? Who's in this? That's one of my players. Oh, here we go. Here's a level 20. Let's have that. This time I'll send Stror with the dragon. And I'm going to send him with loads of flyers. He just doesn't give much benefit to them. But I'm not going to waste mercs in this event, and I'm not going to waste monsters either. I'm just going to use silver troops. So let's go. He'll get through this fairly fast. And there's another few troops down. Revive. All good. How are we going now? Yeah. Going good. How are my points? Lava fountain trial. Oh, of course I haven't taken anything back. Well, I have, yeah. What did I set this up for, actually? Can't remember the percentage I set on this. I'll have to have a quick look. Talents. Okay, so I put 7 points in this, 75%. Yes, that was a good idea. Do you see many players vacating lava mines or staying to fight? I've had one player attack me many times at this stage. They've now sent me a message, I think, as well. Probably asking me to get out of my mine rather than telling me to. I'll go into the chat here. Let me see who it is. Yeah, it is Loki. So you can see this, right? So this guy's this guy's mine I'm in currently, and he's attacked me 4 times now. He's just said, lol, how many more can you take? So I'll just reply to him. I'm going to say many, and I'm going to say sorry. It may as well be nice. Yeah, it's not going to be any fun for any of the guys in our league because of the fact that I am in their league. I went to this clan forgetting about the fact that the lava event, the Trials of Olympus, was going to start. So yeah, unfortunately for you guys, I'm really sorry, but I'm here and I'm getting some lava. Yeah, it is kind of funny, Kevin. I have to laugh. I'm sorry. I really should send another captain to here. Let's go with you again. Did I have it selected? No. Let's go. Oops, I got in before one of my clan. I might pull back. Who's attacking me this time? See, they're not staying, and Kevin, no, they're all leaving. Well, they will do now if they see me marching out of that. What do you think about the allocation of points in beginning of Olympus? Yeah, so look, I try and set it up fairly evenly, but given the fact that this stage was going to be extremely easy because of the fact that I was in a smaller clan and we were against weaker opponents, I did put 75% of points into stage 3. Other than that, as you can see, I'm 50%, 50% and 50% on stages 1, 2 and 4, and I went with 30% on stage 5. That's the way I split it up. Normally I would probably go 50 across the lot, But I do generally try and put extra into stage 4 if I'm in my main clan, because I will still use some oil, some tar, a lava oil, sorry, to crypt on that stage, and obviously nobody can attack me. It's just a case of running for crypts. Anybody else who's jumped onto the channel, don't be afraid to say hello. I'm just doing a little bit of lava oil gathering here, much to the distress of the kingdom I am gathering against. Let me just see, are we on 215? No, we're still concentrating on 215 because these guys are leading it here. While I'm here, I'm just going to have a look and see if I can find a worthwhile epic to attack. I don't know what their epics are like here. There's a decent enough sized clan. And just see if I can find what is running at the minute. Actually, it's Doomsday, right? So let's see if I can find a Doomsday. No, I won't. Jonathan, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for popping into the live stream today. We're causing a bit of ructions here on K215. For anybody who's on K215, please come visit me. No, in fact, if there's anybody on, is there anybody on the stream here from K215? Please let there be. That would be absolutely astounding if there was. Because failing the fact that there's anybody there on 215, I have to search the kingdom. I'm looking for a Doomsday on K215. If anybody else would like to join in, please go to Kingdom 215, scroll around and see if you can find me. Oh, there's one there, 1.62. No, he's too big. Of course, it has only just started, so it will take a while. That's the other thing I can do. Can I actually attack portals? I can, wow. But obviously I would lose my shield. But if I see something worthwhile, I am going to do that. I'm in search of silver now. Anybody finds, hey, there's something you can do. Actually, GOD are here? Oh no, not GOD. Not the GOD. Yeah, if you all want to get in on a bit of fun here, how about you go to K215, Kingdom 215, and find me some targets to attack, and I will gladly oblige, because I am looking for some silver right now. Let's go back here. Hercules is finished gathering. Okay, so what else? That's not my league, is it? Nope. Where did I just get these all from? Okay, so there's a 15. Let me see if they've opened anything else. I think what they will probably do is they will stop mining. And that's what I would do if I had Lava Fountain. The player who placed is not. Sorry? That's a new one. The lava fountain is unavailable as the player who placed it is not participating in the ranking. That's interesting. Clever too. Anyway, this is one of my players. Yes, can't take that one. Okay, this is soon to be not one of my players, so I will take that one. So let's go to this level 10. Oh, there's very little left in it. What else to do? So no point in looking for any Doomsday epics, because the event has only just begun. And it is, okay, so we need to find some new music. Let me go back to the genres. And I'm looking for something to put on. Have any of you got any suggestions for some music? How about a drone? What is this? Okay, let's give that a go. If anybody here would like to listen to any anything more mellow or different than the music that I'm selecting, in fact, where is that? There we go. Yes, I have some genres here to choose from. As I said to you on a previous video, I have, and we don't want that, moods. No, we don't want that. We just want music. So I've got pop, jazz, electronic, hip-hop, funk, country, rock, classical, R&B, soul, disco, and acoustic. Let's have some acoustic. Sangria. Nice. Yes, that's good. Okay, so where are we going to now? Help some of these guys here. Is anybody exploring anywhere else? No, they're not. Ooh, somebody's breaking out. Oh no, they're going they're going to an arena. Yup. Is he dead? Yes. Okay. Who's in here? X-Lady. Go on, I'll let you finish it. Iron Shaper. Somebody's going to this level 15. Yeah. Anyway, anybody finds me any targets on K215? Be it a portal or a city that has a lot of ingots, please let me know. And then I can do a little bit of attacking while I'm here as well. That would be great. I think I might need to go to 138 though. Okay, let's see if we've opened any up on 138. Nobody has. So I am going to take a little trip up to Kingdom 138. And visit and see if I can find anything interesting up there worth looking at. Who is on 138? What clan, what big clan are on 138? Ooh, it's a big clan. I wonder could I squeeze in and steal an epic? Very possibly. Okay, so who's the big clan on 138? 1.3, let's see. Who's this? FOC. Okay, so FOC are the clan on, and this is small FOC. I'm sure there's somebody in FOC who I owe. I can't. You've too much might to interact with this kingdom. Not if I open a portal on it, I don't. Okay, so let's find something interesting. Let's find something worth hitting. Ingots would be nice for our kingdom. Silver would be even nicer. Okay, go. I did too myself have to restart it. Ah, good. Finally, somebody's decided to put up a portal. Be very careful of that portal on here, though. That is likely to get a lot of attract a lot of attention. And what's likely to happen in this kingdom as well is where is their capital? If only one mine. Interesting. Okay, Mad Jack's in it now. Let me just give a hand here. So, Mananad, are you... Okay, I'm going to have to go into my clan chat here. Oh yeah? Did we get a... that's why they did a restart. System. Nope. I didn't get any. Yeah, what am I doing? Why are you marching so slowly? What is the point? Castro, you have a lot of ingots there, bro. Anyway, back to the task at hand. Finding something interesting to hit here. $518452. Is this on K138, Kevin? $518452. Underdog and Underdog Junior. Yeah, they're probably, because they're burning cities, there is a very good chance that there's nothing in there at all. So if you can find me, if you would like to find something a bit more meaty, so if you can find a city that is not burning, or if you can find me an epic Doomsday, because the Doomsdays here will go really quick. And if I can drop a... oh, Midgard are here too. Nice. Okay, so Midgard and FOC are here. Okay. Okay, I'm going to do something. I'm going to go back here and I'm going to give my... there's Midgard there. I'm going to give my clan some resources. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to close the actual play window for a second because I want to just reinforce somebody who is... Okay, I'm going to just do a little bit of okay. One second. Okay, let me just go back to here and I need to just find this player and then I will be back up. I'm sorry for this gap in stream, but it is just something I want to do. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oy, oy, oy. Okay, here we go. So we want reinforcements. And I'm going to keep Straw and I'm going to send him and not you. I'm going to send you a Manitor. This is where we use a Manitor. Okay, let me just go back to there and back to there and get rid of that. And I'm going to save you two. And now I can come back to stream. Sorry about that, guys. Use my dragon. I'm going to keep two captains back. And I'm going to send my hero and my Amanitor. and give them a little bit of support. And let's go with mounted, and let's go with, what else have I got here? Revive. Mounted, and actually I could use, no, don't, just use these. And let's send some flyers, and let's send some G6 mounted. Okay, start. Okay, good, and we are going back to the fray. Alrighty. Now, the only thing is they don't have any portal, any of these things. Why can I not attack that? That's one of our players. They really aren't opening anything here. This is 215, yeah? Oh yeah, this is where Loki was. Right, okay. Okay, back to the chat again. Two? Why have you two portals open? Oh yes, you're opening as well. Okay, well while this is happening, I think what I will do, there we go, lovely. Capture, and let's send you, and let's send all of these. You're already gone. Okay, well let's see what happens. Yeah, okay, let's give it a go. Can't go on that until he pulls out. I don't know who this player is that's going to attack him, whether they're a large or a small player. Okay. Now I can go and let us take what we had there. I'm going to go with all of those. Speed up, and here we go. And straight away pulls out. Okay. Now you're going to speed up and go past me, aren't you? No, you're not. Okay. Where's this? 138. Okay, let's go in with some. Yes, indeed. Okay, so we are doing a little bit of mining. And resource gathering and resource gathering. Level 20, this will be 24,000. How are we on points? Good, good. All nice. And there we have an attack incoming. He again is going to be in for a bit of a shock when he gets to me. Anyway, this is made for a very interesting completion and end to the stream today. As you can see, the amount of trouble you can get in by attacking other players on their mines. I like this event when you're in a small clan, although it would get boring after a while. Okay, how are we doing? 2 minutes. Yeah, it is. It always is, Kevin. I literally have to scroll from top to bottom of screen. It would have been just handy if somebody was in Kingdom 215 and could jump on the chat and say, yep, here's one here. But then they probably don't want somebody else stealing their epics. So yeah, it's all good. And that was another attack there. How did we do? They're sending all of their troops. Like, this is another kind. For me, this is good. But for these players, it's not so good. So if you had one really big player If you would run really big player in a clan with small players, this would just stress you to the maximum. So I have 100,000 G2 ranged, sorry, G8 ranged, sorry. I have 100,000 G9 ranged troops sitting in a mine, and these guys will never be able to get over the top of them. They're just going to waste mercenaries and monsters trying to attack me. So that in itself is another reason, even though I'm doing it, this is another reason why Total Battle makes it very hard for smaller players to have a modicum of chance. They've put them into leagues, yes, but they've put them into leagues where it's still possible to have one billion might player who nobody could beat. I've just put reinforcements into the city, and nobody else from the kingdom can attack another league's lava mines, or lava mines. So it kind of is frustrating, and shortly after I complete this video, I will remove all my troops to give them a chance and send a slight apology to them, just to let them know there's no hard feelings. They were live on Total Battle Complete Guide stream today, so from one perspective they've become famous. Yeah, it is amazing, the losses of the attacker, and you know, this is one of the little things that people can get very annoyed about, and there's nothing you can do about, because Total Battle don't care. They just want you to spend money, buy Merc packs, and then you can attack this guy. Okay, let's go and attack. What have I got here? Why did I only go with that many troops? Did they really kill that many? No. I've even run out of silver. Times are hard. In fact, why? Strange. Oh yeah, I've sent them all to the other one, have I? Must have done. Yes, indeed. So let us do that, and let us... Will I bother? No, I won't. Go to the 20. Capture. I'm sorry, but here I come again. "10 seconds, he will have just landed in it, and he will be jumping out of it." So frustrating, so frustrating, so frustrating. That's funny, he didn't even come out. Oh, he did. Okay. So yeah, Doomy's in the middle of the kingdom always. Yeah, I know, I did find one of them, but I'll have to just come out and go back in. So as I hit the center, it's in fact, it's not 215 I want, it's 138. FOC and 162, that's never going to get down, not in this century anyway. Let's see if we got anybody with a portal open on 138. Yes, we do. Okay, and now I can go to Kingdom Center and Midgard. I'll have to be fast with my portal if I'm going to try and snipe a epic doomsday. Right, that's center of down, and we'll go left, back up again. This is just my method for scrolling the map. Actually, how is this? How many points you can hit in one shot? 6 million. On Doomy, with the amount of troops I have, yeah, probably. Maybe a tiny bit higher. Depends on what stacks it's on. Well, we know what stacks it'll be on. There's so many tempting portals here to hit. Okay. 618674. Tab 618674. Nothing there. Odd. I did go to the right place, didn't I? I did. Yeah, they go fast. Midgard, I'd say, would pop it in 2 shots. However, I might look back at K215 later on tonight, because it will... There's drawer finished. Yeah, I might look at 215 later on, because they most likely will have a lower epic at that stage. They just go so fast. They go so fast on the higher kingdoms. That guy is definitely going to have silver. Okay, I've left all my stuff back. Okay, it's nearly time to probably build some of my own. Why, where am I again? This is 215. Yeah, so nobody's keeping one open on here. So yeah, the likes of that, I might just pinpoint that for later, in fact. So that's 1.62. And I can keep an eye on it, and then when necessary I can open a portal and go for it. But I think this is going to be the end of the stream today, because I have kind of exhausted the possibilities for attacking other people here on these mines, because they are not making many mines. It's not going to be hard to top this group at that rate. We're 695, and this is before we've even started doing any lava fountains ourselves. Yeah. So this will be straightforward enough. Okay, so I am going to wrap it up. In short, I'd like to thank everybody who came on today to the stream, and especially those who left comments, asked questions. I am delighted to have been able to be a part of it. I hope I helped you in some small form. But please be sure and join me for Saturday's stream. It will be in the late afternoon, probably around the 3 o'clock mark. That's again Greenwich Mean Time, so at 3 p.m. until probably about 5:30 p.m. And then next week we will have a stream on Wednesday, which will be specifically down to giving out about things in Total Battle that are very unfair, and glitches and problems with the game that need resolving. And we can see if we can get it in front of the developers. Maybe they might actually learn something that they didn't know already. I have a long march back from K138. Right, okay, yes, thank you. Thanks, Kevin. You're very welcome again. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you very much for joining. Until Saturday, I bid you adieu. Curf, peace out.